Oh, I should probably not capture very copyrighted audio is like literally the first thing that I do.
Yeah.
Who capture?
BYOT, as always.
Yeah, BYOT as always. hmm I like the squatter back that I had before. Actually, I think this. I don't know. Ow.
Ow.
I got a kitty cat.
I have I shared? I think I've shared pictures of the new kitten, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You posted some down in Good Pets at one point.
He's a doofus.
I'm playing guitar on the side of the cat, and they're confused about it.
He taught himself to play fetch.
Oh, that's super cute.
So he plays fetch with mice, and he comes over and like barfs the mouse into your hand, so you'll throw it again.
That's super cute. This cat demands hugs specifically, right? Like if I'm not restraining him, he is unhappy with the amount of attention, and he will climb onto my keyboard and then yell at me for not performing enough huggies. He's very good. I've been very adopted by nom noms. There you go. That's enough stimulation for now, huh? Okay.
I really hope I get to meet my girlfriend's cat one day.
It's.
I mean, shouldn't you?
That's.
I mean, like
Okay.
I've only because like she lives in Texas, but the cat lives with her parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of the pictures of her is just this beautiful like old ginger cat. Was just very sleepy all the time.
Orange cats are the best cats.
Yeah, she's called Hazel, and she's very cute. But she is also in Arkansas.
Oh
Yeah, I know. The worst part.
no!
Man.
Somebody on my Steam friends list has added PRPR Live to their wish list. It's a free program. Just live your dreams.
Yeah, like
download it.
they might be doing that as if to be like, oh, I'll download it later. Because I've been that asshole about free games. It's like, no, you will not remember it. You will not think about it later. You will get it as soon as you click on another page. Just download it.
See, I was just so. I mean, I always encourage people to use this instead of the other one, Face Rig, right? Because like Face Rig is super heavy on your processor for some reason. For unknowable, gross reasons. Okay, do I have stuff turned on or off? Or okay, there we go. Yeah, put some glasses on, or else it doesn't know what my face looks like.
I'm trying to remember how to like round off. I've decided to make a pair of drumsticks because I went to the trouble of like making a snare drum, making that bigger for the bass drum, making like a couple of like hi-hat cymbals, and then thought, I don't have anything to play these with. I'm just trying to remember like what order do I extrude and then bevel? Like what?
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you in general if I'm thinking about how I make like normal parts, right? Always extrude and then bevel.
Just use a bevel modifier so you never finalize the geometry. That's fine.
I work in CAD software that right, you know, if I make any changes, it'll go through and apply it across the board.
Gross.
It's fine. Actually, it's really awesome.
Yeah, I've been having the opportunity to work in like a little bit of AutoCAD, and oh, I see what's going on with the face capture here. I've got a pink lamp.
Like normal AutoCAD sucks in that regard.
Yeah. Its interface is like the logical conclusion of DOS, and it's unpleasant.
So it legitimately, right? AutoCAD hasn't changed. Like I could pull you up an old school like AutoCAD like 6, right? Like legitimately from DOS, and you'd be
Yeah.
able to use it.
It sucks though. I don't want to. I hate it.
Well, because it's not really designed for what you do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I'm doing is maps, cartography. It's
Like
just ugh.
I mean it's designed for like civil right stuff, like civil engineering stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the application I've been using it for professionally
Not
because I've been a parking fascist,
I,
not as an
not
illustrator.
really the same. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not
Mhm.
really the same. Like just doing the parking stuff is like there's a lot of capability that it has that you're not
Absolutely.
using, right?
Right.
And so it's really designed for like my mom does civil engineering, right? You know, how
Yeah.
do I get like the topography maps and like the parking lot maps and all of that, like right, all those drawings together, right,
Yeah.
in an easy way. Like it's really designed for that.
Yeah. That's exactly what I've been doing. It just sucks at it.
Also, they make something else now, right?
Yeah.
That partners with it. That's like actually really easy to use. I don't know. I use Inventor,
Yeah.
right, from Autodesk because I can get it for free because I do robotic stuff, right? So Autodesk gives all the robotics teams basically whatever they want for free.
There we go. There we
Damn,
go. Now I've got this set up. Since I'm kind of working on something.
Hi, Ryan. My secret friend has showed up today.
Ah, is the house quiet enough?
Well, no, it's more that Orion is just a doofus, and when we first got him, right, as a kitten, we couldn't be seen together.
Absolutely.
And so
hey,
now,
it's Sangi. Continue,
Hi.
Condan.
Oh, Sanguinary here?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the no obligations, low effort Thanksgiving stream.
It's the Thanksgiving anti-dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's totally fair. So.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
Corndan, you were saying.
right, sorry.
So basically, every time he gets like sick and almost dies, I get upgraded, right? Because I go and take care of him. So we started. We couldn't be seen together, and then he devoured something and got real sick, right, to the point like he almost died. And so then I got upgraded to secret friend. And we could be I could come and pet him and all of that. But if another cat or another human in the house like was actively watching, we couldn't be seen together.
I like how it also includes cats. Like,
I have this
Oh,
same
yeah.
relationship with a kitten that's in my household at the moment. Right? Where like if nobody else is around, right? I can pet them. But the moment that I make physical contact with them, they begin like swiveling and scanning and making absolute certain that no one is near.
Like if Orion doesn't notice somebody else is in the room, then it doesn't matter. Like he doesn't go actively looking for it. Just if he noticed, right? Then we couldn't be friends anymore. And then last year he had some real bad allergies or something. Like it was going around. A couple of our cats got sick, and I took care of them. And then I was upgraded to like regular friends.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'll wait until you finish.
Right, with this last sickness where he had to go to the vet and he cost like thousands of dollars because things actually outside his control. He did not cause it this time.
Right.
Now we're secret cuddle buddies.
Aww.
He waits until like a half an hour after all the lights go off and everybody goes to sleep, and then he jumps up on the bed and lays on my legs.
I want you to know when I first came in, I had no context until you got along in the story, and I remember. I'd just like to imagine this was one of your kids. Just we were secret friends for a while.
Well, so I only have one kid, and according to him, we're best friends.
Aw,
Awesome.
that's how it should be.
I mean, he's 6, and he's got ASD. Like, it all works out, right?
Mhm.
But we play, we're best friends because we play like Forza together,
Aw.
and Noida together, and Zadette together. Basically anything where he can watch me fail.
Okay, yeah, that is a 6-year-old, absolutely.
So right, which makes it really funny because I was playing like Forza the other day, and I was trying to get this one particular thing. So Forza, you can rewind the race, right, if you're screwing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so he thinks it's funny every time I do it, right? And he looks over at me and goes, "Good job, Daddy." And I'm not sure if he's being sarcastic or he's being serious.
I mean, kids, it is possible for kids to like pick up on sarcasm pretty early, but yeah, no.
Right, because I don't because he thinks that's funny, right? I don't know if he's saying good job because like I'm doing the thing that he wants to see,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm clearly failing at it, so it's sarcasm.
I just
And if it is sarcasm, I'm so proud of him.
For picking up on the social nuance of sarcasm.
yeah,
Right.
it's a social nuance, yeah.
So like his aspect, right, of being autistic is he does not understand context for a lot of things. Like picking up the context of a sentence or something like that, it's really very difficult for him.
Mm-mm.
And so, yeah, to being able to pick up the nuance of like how to use sarcasm, I would be so proud. Like, you have no idea.
Which I'm really
Yeah.
surprised I got on with them half as well as I do, because like most of my entire being is some manner of
But you're a giant goofball, and he loves that.
And you're
That's
also
true.
like and also you're very like straightforward. There aren't a lot of hidden social cues that are harder to read.
That's fair.
You're very much like a straightforward person.
Like,
I
come on,
think
you
the greatest
you showed up here, played with him, right? Drew him pictures.
that's a big thing too.
Oh yeah. I think the greatest compliment I ever got from somebody, right? So there was this person years ago in Boise, and I love them to death, and I don't want to implicate them. And one of the running gags that I had is just every time we were in a photo together, right, that I realized we were in a photo together, right, I would like square my jaw and like look at them funny. And I did this for 3 years. Right?
Not a single normal photo in there.
And there was one point where they were looking through the photos and they were like, "Oh, is this person actually upset with me?" And without any input from me, I didn't know this was happening until way after the fact. One of my friends looks at them and they go, "Wobbles isn't complicated enough to do something to actively upset you in this fashion. Wobbles is straightforward as a human being, and you would know if they were upset with you." And like I've had a lot of people be like, "Wow, that's quite the reductionist approach to you," and I was like, no, this is perfect.
And here's the other thing, right? The other reason he likes you, because you're in the green zone like all day.
Oh yeah. It's difficult to get me out of that a lot of the time. I was having a hard time. I was having a hard time like 2 days ago or so being in Green Zone. I was very much not there. But like that was also the day before I get to stop being a parking fascist in like a week and a half. So like, hell yeah! Back in the Green Zone, baby!
for reference, for people who have no damn clue what we're talking about.
Yeah,
right.
If you're watching
my
back our
son
Thanksgiving.
has a thing, yeah. Where right, his special ed teacher, has this thing of like 4 zones that you're in, so you can identify like, and like the green zone is like you're happy and calm and ready to learn and all that. That's like what you want to be in. Like the red zone, like you're angry. The blue zone, like you're sad or you're hurting, and like the yellow zone is just like you're just distracted and stuff. So you want to be in the green zone.
Yeah.
And so because he goes through all that all the time at school, he asks everybody, right, what zone they're in.
That's so cool.
And he I think when Wobbles was here, he asked Wobbles what 20 or 30 times a day what zone he was in, and Wobbles played along like every single time.
Always green. Never not green zone.
So nice because they That like shows you at school that they really are caring and trying to make sure like he's in the right place. That's super
Oh, yeah.
good.
I mean,
So-
even outside of the context of like, you know, any sort of like special ed, right? Like just looking at somebody, it's such like a good like barometer. Like anybody who's never been introduced to this concept before, if you just look at them, you could be like, "Hey, buddy, what zone you in right now?" Right? you will get like there's room to process and answer because somebody could just be like, "Bro, I'm in Green Hill Zone right now." You know,
I'm in the Orb
like yo, I'm in Casino Zone Act 2, like, my dude.
Aw, damn.
And like, it's just such a great question.
And I also like you could just fucking go hog wild with it. I'm in the contemplating orb zone.
I'm in the orb contemplation zone.
Yeah, I mean, in the general scheme of things, no, his school is great, right? They do such a good job with him,
Mm-hmm.
and he brings all that home. And Angela and I have joked that clearly he's had the same special ed teacher for 2 years now. That he's definitely going to develop a complex, you know, or whatever, right? He's going to be go out there when he gets older, going for short girls with tattoos.
Damn.
Mood. I know that I'm on Twitter looking at like the cute goth trend. Have y'all noticed that is back? Because I noticed. I noticed.
Trying to imagine my wife in the cute goth trend. I just don't think it'd work.
Oh man. You know what? I don't have a wife, but like I can absolutely imagine it. I would like to, in fact. It seems good.
Holy shit, I just saw those shoes wobbly. Sorry, I keep cutting off.
Oh wait, the mobile suit kind of design?
Yeah.
Yeah, so hang on. Here's V1. And like the thing that has me sort of revising the body section is I love this where I've got the snake body obscuring the complicated mechanisms that would like construct the torso because it's just wrapped around like some sort of like little jelly rolls, which is also like, you know, a tribute to my own body proportions and shape. But like I want to put the boosters on so that, you know, you can jump, which is cool. And also so that I can do cool cinematic stuff later involving it. But I don't want to, like, singe little Wigglo bits. But I think I might just have to deal with that idea and just, like, tell people not to worry about it. They're cold-blooded. They like it.
Approach.
It's funny, because, like, I still draw this, like, parallel between myself and Wobbles here, right? Despite the fact that Wobbles exists entirely to be my avatar. So... I don't know how this whole furry thing works, okay? I'm learning. I'm developing. I'm growing.
You are becoming.
Well, like
Soon.
I've told this before, but like the deep lore is that like at no point did the username Wobbly Python be like this persona that like I have fallen into and use now. It was originally a Metal Gear Solid joke at my expense. 'Cause I'm no Solid Snake. I'm more of a Wobbly Python. Which I found out years after the fact is a dick joke as well. So my friend was telling me I was bad at video games and also a dick in one breath, and that's become half a decade's worth of branding.
How amazing.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I want a Wobbly Python, though, either.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to boosters, though?
You know, you just boosters, and then you're done.
I know, but I don't know. I watched too much Gundam to not think about this.
The more engine exhaust ports, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, cause I can put like an emission material behind these vents and just like crank it up.
So you're going like Super Gundam Wing. I see how it is.
I mean, yeah, like y'all have seen Otaking animations, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't think so, no.
Oh shit. Okay, hang on. Pop over to the YouTube real quick and I'll just bring one up. Let me not die. So this person, why am I not subscribed to you on this? You know what? Actually, let's just watch their Patreon video. I think is the one. So let me pause my loop of the brand new Tupperware Remix Party album. All right, it's going on Spotify, not on. Oh, that means I can close another program. Okay, so we'll full screen this and hope OBS will capture it comfortably. Turn on desktop audio capture, turn off Discord audio capture. Primary display capture? Wrong side of the screen. Every time. It's never the one that I want it to be. There we go. Whoop. Alright, I hope that this captures the audio, but are you prepared?
Oh, I am ready.
This is a major inspiration to me as like a Blender person, because you'll see that they kind of rotoscope their own animations. It's very cool. Oh, let me get my tail off of there. So they've done tribute animations to like Gradius and I think R-Type and also Star Wars.
I was gonna say, aren't they known for the Star Wars stuff?
Yeah, they did an amazing Star Wars thing.
I'm Paul Johnson.
Yes, Paul Johnson.
I'm a one-man animator, and here's some of my stuff. You might even have seen some of it, actually. For the past few years, I've been doing professional 2D animation.
The Arabesh they
full
used in
time,
this short
making
is
stuff
authentic
like
too.
this
It
Star
all
Wars
reads.
short that you can see in the
my
background here
goodness.
in what little spare time that I have. This one was 7 minutes long, and it took me 4 years of weekends to make.
It's like
One reason for
old
that is that
Saturday
I'm a big
morning
fan of the
cartoons
golden
art.
age of
Just kind of
Japanese
it has that
animation, you know,
like
back in the
cell feel to
1980s.
it.
And I'm always trying to bring that same
Yeah.
level of detail.
They're always going for that like 1980s crunch.
Oh, especially that fucking
Anyway,
ship
long
design in
story
the back.
short, my
Yeah,
latest job,
Which as a
has
one-man
just
crew,
finished,
just-
so now
oh
I've got
my God.
infinite time.
Yeah, that
literally
especially.
infinite time. But
This is making me want to watch
no
Pat
money.
Labor.
People keep telling
Oh,
me
Pat
that I should
Labor.
try
I don't know how
doing a
it's pronounced.
Patreon page
me
or
too.
crowdfunding, but honestly I've never bothered because it kind of sounds like cheating to me, if that makes sense. But yeah, I figured I'd at least lay
See, I
out
disagree
some of my
with some
plans
of their
and see if it
methodology,
sounds
but like I
interesting
can't
to
argue
any
with their
of you.
results.
If it doesn't, if it sounds like a terrible idea, then please do.
Yeah, for
tell
sure.
me in the comments below. So basically, the idea is you throw me $1 a month, and then I work for you. So if you guys can cover my rent and keep me in cheap ham sandwiches, then I'll make the most obscenely detailed and spirited United films that I can, and then just stick them all up on YouTube for free for everyone to watch. So in this system, since you guys are basically my producers, you get your names in the credits, you get to see the stuff early, you get the raw animation files and animation roughs and background PSD files to the Patreon page, and you can just grab them.
It would be
and,
cool to see
you
the
know,
raw
dissect them,
animation
look at them,
files,
do
just
whatever you
like-
Oh yeah.
I'll live stream each week so that we can hang out and discuss.
I really
future
should be giving them
projects.
$1 a month.
Ask me anything you like, suggest projects to work on next,
like,
etc, etc.
You can see right there where they're just like hand
Currently,
doing
I'm
every
working on
shade.
a
It's all like,
20-minute Street
that's
Fighter
so
fan
much-
film, and I've put all the
so much
footage
work.
up that I've done
It's
so
so
far at the end
much.
of
Let
this
the
video,
shaders do it,
if
I
you
don't
want
have
to
that kind of
a look. It doesn't have Ryu and Ken in it. It's all about
You know,
embodied.
it's
like-
funny, if you're sharing it, I don't see any of it because I just still see, like, you know, maybe it's just my
Oh.
Discord. All I still see is your.
Oh, that's 'cause you're on the Discord stream and not the YouTube stream.
Designs, all of that
Oh,
kind
well,
of
that
stuff
that's
done.
because I'm
For
an idiot, I
full
guess, or
length
something.
original
No, it took me a-
I'd
it took
like
me a
to work
half
on the
second to, like,
script is in
cotton on to
progress,
what he
it's on
meant,
the
so.
way. It's a realistic
Yeah.
sort of space
Sorry.
Vietnam mecha film, kind of like
Ah.
Generation Kill with mechs. If you saw Generation Kill, if you like realistic.
See, I'm just
tank
sat here as a
combat,
baby
and
Blender
if you're a
person
fan of
thinking,
the Xbox
but what if I
360,
learned how to
then
model
this could be the
spaceships?
kind of thing.
You know?
So, if any of that sounds interesting and you think you can keep me alive
Absolutely.
whilst I work, then I reckon we could be making some really tasty looking things.
It's like
together.
it's a reality that's
Anyway,
closer
I
than
guess
it's
that
ever been
wraps that
before.
up. Here's
Ah.
a link to the Patreon page. If
I
you
want-
to
I
take a
want
look.
to
Thank you for listening.
make
Thank
some
you
of
for
these
your time,
eye catches,
and I will see
right?
you later.
So that I can use them as like transitions here on like these streams. Honestly, at this point, I feel like my stream is more about making stream stuff than it is about doing streaming genuinely, which weirdly enough as an artist is the loop, I guess, because like you start by doing art and nobody cares who you are, so you do video game streaming and stuff so that people care who you are, and then you end up doing art because now people care about the things that you make. So now we're back here.
You make it sound like a one-man, multi-level marketing pyramid scheme.
Yeah, no, I am simultaneously the guy benefiting and also the sucker at the bottom doing all of the work. Working for yourself blows. Don't do it.
Right. Take that, me.
Oh man.
I mean, if you all would buy like crap tons of headphones, I could go into business for myself. But I figured out how many I would need to sell a year. And there's no way I'm doing that.
Yeah, see, for me, like, the whole reason that I have my own Patreon up here, and this is not mine, this is not my stuff, like, for anybody, like, reminder, this is Otaking, Otaking, right, and this is us appreciating their work, but, like, the reason for mine is so that I can get to the point where I can do work like this, and, like, keep doing things without going, well, I have to do my day job, or I starve! Like... But it's been tremendous. Like the patrons that I do have y'all pay for like my phone bill and some sandwiches and stuff, and like it's so good. Thank you, I appreciate it so much. Feels like the right day to say these words in specific.
Yeah, giving thanks.
I mean, I was giving thanks that I broke your helmet so you could have a fancier, more comfortable one.
Oh, I honestly, like, financially, though, I absolutely would have preferred to keep it cheap. It was just rough getting home. But that new helmet is so cushy. It's so nice. Just wish that I could have found another one of the $100 ones. But, ugh. That's what happens when you go to a cycle gear that's part of, like, a functioning and bustling mall.
Oh boy.
It's the cheapest place you can go for, like, immediate returns, but at the same time, like, oh god. Successful malls? In my 2021?
Fucked up.
Hi, Ryan.
I mean, I guess there's one mall here, and that's exactly why I'm not leaving my apartment until Tuesday.
Look, I live out in, like, the middle of If I want to go to a mall, it's like a 30-mile drive.
Yeah.
And why would you?
We had to travel a bit to get that. Boop, there we go.
I mean, I wouldn't, which is why I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Right? Because my town is awesome.
Hello there, it's me, Paul. Otter King John.
Wobbles will vouch for this.
Japanese animation for a while.
I will. There's no lie here.
Spaceships, cars, planes, etc. All that background stuff. It's all pretty much CGI.
Sorry, I keep.
Hate it.
I'm having a bunch of revelations in a row. I was like, wait a minute, I'm an idiot. I can use the proportional editing tool to do what I'm doing, and then I did it, but didn't take into account how big a space it was occupying, and accidentally scaled the whole thing way up. Like, nope.
And that's why Control Z was made.
Yeah, like I have a complex about low poly 3D objects getting all up in my face, so I startled myself a bit.
I don't think that's a complex. I think that's just like a reasonable reaction.
I can't play Minecraft even in peaceful mode. I have a problem, Sanguinary.
There's a robotics team I know of in Chicago, right, whose name is Control Z, and their slogan is Control Z until it's right.
So that's Control Z forever then.
Which, yes.
Yes.
Doing it with spaceships.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna close their thing here and get back to doing my own garbage because I'm still working on. I really want this. I need to get back to making this VR chat model, right? But I want to finalize the design here.
Turkey update. We're at 162 degrees.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Wait, doesn't it have to go out then?
I'll pull it at 165.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you mentioned making eye catches, and now I'm just thinking of like an anime episode, like
like the inter. Yeah.
I mean, that's my eventual goal.
Yeah,
I just want to make my own anime.
It's like just right in the middle of the stream. Wobbly Python. Wobbly Python.
With like a little stinger, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, it to start, it'd be just like the woodblock, like, tuk, 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 you know?
oh, so you're thinking like Asura's Wrath.
yeah.
Man, I've been rewatching Utena, and the eye catch in that anime is like a really nice like chamber piece, like a chamber music stinger with like piano and a string ensemble. It's very lovely. The music in Utena is extremely pretty when it's not like doing like weird, interesting things. Like
That is
like you have like the what is it? Like the first episode even vacillates between. I say vacillates. That's not the right word. It moves between like a chamber ensemble, like a martial, like brass, kind of ensemble, and then a kind of smooth, jazz. Well, no, is it smooth jazz ensemble? It's like a jazz trio kind of thing.
I wish I could just play it, but I'm terrified of the YouTube overlords.
yeah.
I know, but like it moves through like these different ensembles, like one after the other with like the same melodic material while it's like introducing the setting, and then and then like the battle theme is like hard rock with a choir.
Yes.
Oh man, Utena is a series. Like I have so many anime series that I'm like, I just really need to watch this because it is such an influential.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
like
My
pretty
wife
gay.
loves Utena.
A cultural touchstone, if you will.
it's like it's that sort of late 90s shoujo aesthetic, but it's doing a lot of like really interesting things like with its themes and its imagery. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. But I also haven't seen it all the way through for like 10 years. So I'm well overdue a rewatch. Like now that I'm not like a cool teen and I'm a cool adult, so to speak.
I was never cool as a teen nor as an adult.
That's
I mean,
bullshit. You strapped a potato to a motorcycle. Like, hang on. Back that up.
No, wait. That doesn't make me cool. That makes me weird and a doofus.
Yeah. I got some spoilers about being cool for you.
I mean, no one here can disprove that you're not cool or that you weren't cool. Like you don't have to tell anyone you weren't cool. You can just like keep that little keep that.
Here's the thing. I don't even care. Like it doesn't even matter, right?
I know. I'm just saying.
I need to be popular and all that.
I realize that I have in fact been the only cool one in my existence for a period of time that is not insubstantial. And like I'm just living on that lately. Like before I started streaming a couple of years ago, man, I think I was squares. I was living in a rural community in backwoods Idaho. No thanks. Never again. Then I moved to the city and met cool artists, and I got to hang out with them. And then I went, man, where's a bigger place where maybe there's more artists? And that's the internet, and I'm here! So, it's good stuff.
You're gonna learn today.
You gotta learn!
And then you found other artists on the internet, and you're like, you're gonna learn.
And I was like, why aren't you guys being peak cool and learning Blender? And then everyone was like, because Blender's hard. And then a couple people picked up Blender, and they're like, oh, I've become God in a week. And I was like, I fucking told y'all. I warned y'all.
So download Blender and become his gods, okay?
Yeah, attack and dethrone God, but not in Minecraft, in Blender. Do you want to be the big creatus? Blender. Do you want to be the little creatus? Also Blender.
Look, all roads lead to Blender. Just fucking accept.
Cave.
I mean, if I were doing art, right? I do engineering,
Yeah.
Right? Blender's not so good for that.
Bullshit. Blender has absolute unit tools, right? Shitloads of very good Boolean modifiers, built-in measuring suites. You just don't know how to use Blender for what you think you want. I will not let you side mouth this program that you just don't understand.
Hey, Cornan, I see you submitted all of these specs in Blender. Are you okay?
Oh, see, I'm a statistician now. I don't have to do any of that.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Right? Like I don't do any specs or anything like that.
God, I love Blender. It's so good.
But for me, right, like a parametric 3D design program, you know, is the way to go. It works out better for what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not going to harp on Blender. Blender's fine.
So good. So
But,
good.
Right, but I mean, I will say there is a reason that engineers don't use Blender.
Okay.
And that's mostly because, right, doing some of these parametric stuff and all that is a lot easier and a lot more representative of what we have to do than that.
I would
imagine.
I would suggest that it's because most engineering software seems to be built off of a standard that exists from the early 90s, and just nobody's bothered to add those features to Blender.
I would argue that that's probably not the case. Well, it depends on what type of engineering, right? I mean, if we're going to talk AutoCAD, you're absolutely right.
I am, in fact, talking AutoCAD.
I know that. But if we're talking about like a lot more of the 3D design stuff, that's really not the case. But right, there's a lot of like the software used at work, and I don't even know what it is. Right, you know, with the way it tracks all of the changes and right aggregates everything everywhere and all of that together, like that's just something that like Blender doesn't do. But you know what? If you're not trying to like build humongous expensive things, Blender's fine.
Yeah, and if you don't have like it's all like legacy stuff too. Like you're right in that sense that a lot of firms, especially if they're larger, move incredibly slow. Like I used to work for an architecture engineering firm that was very much buried in AutoCAD, and it was a lot of retraining to get people to move to Revit, and that was like a 10-year effort.
Isn't that also an AutoCAD program?
Yeah, Revit is still AutoCAD or still
still
like Autodesk.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the thing that Maya is based on?
Yeah, Maya is also part of Autodesk.
Oh.
And so is Inventor, and so is
Maya is poison, right? Every artist that I have met who is like super stagnated in their creative abilities, right, 100% is because they're like, oh, well, I learned on Maya, and they've got so many proprietary... It's like, oh, you sound exactly like every Photoshop person that I know, exactly like every AutoCAD engineer that I know, every single person who has come into contact with these ecosystems made by Autodesk, and they are just trapped forever. There's no escape. Like, unless you just divorce yourself from it and learn the new thing. Like, it's so bad.
No, I mean, it really depends on what you're doing. Like, there's a lot that gets done in, like standard AutoCAD, right? That can be done in any other 2D drafting program. So if you know, like, AutoCAD really well, yeah, some of the tips and tricks that, like, help speed up what you do, right, might be limited to AutoCAD. But how, like, AutoCAD works, like, you could transition to any sort of 2D like drafting software, right? And be fine. Right? Like the 3D stuff, you know, when we're talking like engineering stuff, you know, if I do Inventor or Pro E or SolidWorks and all of that, a lot of those concepts that you'd use to make a part, right, are all the same. I can transition to one of those, but there's going to be intricacies about one little program or another, right, across the board that no matter what you do.
Yeah. I mean, this is why have and will always urge people to just learn your fucking like, stop looking for a trick for everything, because those will reveal themselves to you once you understand how to do the core concept. And this counts for learning regular illustration, right? Because people are like, oh, well, what are some shading tricks? I'm like, well, first invent the universe. Like, just to start out, and eventually you'll figure out what parts you can discard. You know, that's why classical illustration courses and shit like this are so complicated and technical. You know, because no, really, it works, and you'll find the parts of the workflow that matter to you in meaningful ways. Or you'll start to throw things in the garbage like I do on the regular, just constantly. What do you guys think of this, like, blocky aesthetic? I gotta go on here.
I like it. It's kind of more of an old school, like, it's really reminding me of... Wait, is it this one you have currently on screen?
Yeah. Sorry, I swapped back and forth between the two because I was looking at them for my own nefarious purposes.
Yeah, it's kind of more traditional Gundam with the arms.
Yeah, it's more protagonist Gundam.
Protagonist Gundam.
Yeah, because like the GMs have always been kind of blonky.
And then, yeah, but the chest plate though is, I would say, more of like a different. I'm trying to think of other mech series that have like softer shapes like that are not Zaku's, but
it feels out of place, doesn't it? It's too much round going. Now that you've brought it out to me, it looks weird.
I like working in Blender because like ideas come to me easier and quicker. like it's just a chain. It's just a chain. I wish like I feel like the reason I've plateaued with my music is that I'm not getting that, like, I'm not making those connections when I'm sat making music, and I feel like I don't know what that means, but you know, like I can sit down and make some pieces of a drum kit in Blender for a silly goof 'em up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be like, oh, I should make some drumsticks to go with it. Oh, I should animate the drumsticks hitting the drum. That's, you know, like I'm I don't know. The process of like figuring out how to do these things is like super exciting. And it's like, why isn't that happening with my music? I got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should, or alternatively, I should probably just stop worrying about it and just have as much fun as I can with Blender.
Just post.
Yeah.
Well, that's the nice thing about like branching out into different mediums, is that you like get into these processes and you pick up things that you get to take back to your other mediums that you like. So
Yeah.
I think like you're picking up the way of working. It's like, hey, I've been like, it's just showing that in your music work, you're a lot more regimented in your process. Like you've done like this, then this, then this, you know, for a long time. So maybe this is showing you that, hey, if you have a little more fun with it, like be a little more expansive, a little more experimental, and then kind of not think of it in such a regimented, like this and then this. Maybe that's what you're kind of missing.
Yeah.
That seems really plausible.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, that might be something I have to sit down and what was it? What's that thing that Mick Gordon likes to say in his talks? You know, change the process, change the music, something like that. I can't do an Aussie accent. But like he has a whole like talk that he shopped around in after the release of Doom, where he was talking about the process and the brief he got given. The brief that he inevitably ignored in the end.
Right, they did add guitars.
Yeah, it was like he was told like no guitars, and then he brought in stealth guitars.
I mean,
It's like, what-
sometimes spite is a good motivator too. I'm not gonna fight that.
Because they were like they weren't satisfied with the music, and then he was like, well, what if I just mix the guitar in with some chainsaw samples, and it's like, you like it? Yes. Do I have the go ahead to keep doing it? Okay.
To add more guitar.
How about more guitar? More guitar?
More guitar.
What if 2 guitar? 3 guitar?
What if I brought my big fuck off 9-string heavy metal monster that is hideously impractical for any other genre of music?
What if I put 2 guitars together? What then?
You get a double-necked guitar.
What if... Wasn't it you who, like, shared, like, some nightmarish 6-neck guitar thing?
No, that was someone else.
So I mean, what's it called? Risk of Rain 2 recently added the it's like the Omnilele or something like that.
The Omnilele!
That sounds
Christ.
incredible.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I've heard of banjo-lele, which is a pretty fun concept, but omni-lele.
If you want examples of the banjolele, there's a hip hop artist called Mr. B, the gentleman rhymer, who does chap hop history, which they do like the you remember that viral video, the history of dance that was around for like far too long. Yeah, they did that, but with hip hop tracks through the ages. Sorry, I'm detailing.
I'm trying to find. I can't. It's one of the problems with Blender is like trying to find. It's like you said, like wrestling with the interface.
Yeah, I think
Like
the tutorial that I want to do that's useful, that isn't a parody of an action button review that is 7 hours long. That is just it wouldn't be super. Honestly, it would just be me doing a Tim Rogers impression for several hours. But I think the one that I want to do most specifically is just teaching people how to speak with the program and like the way that it thinks about things. Because that seems to be the disconnect, the big one.
And that's a sort of disconnect, not just with Blender, but with any other program you're just picking up for the first time. I want to do X. How do I make that program do X?
Yeah. How do I make it do a cool flip? For instance. Actually, hang on. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking.
Hey, Blumman.
Oh, we got
Good
Blumman?
day. Yes.
Welcome. Just so y'all know, I do have the like VOD capture going for YouTube.
Yes.
But, like, just
Oh
welcome to
no!
That's
My
how I
soul!
noticed
Your soul! Oh no, you've been caught on camera!
it. Dang. Now everyone knows how I sound.
Welcome to it.
Now and forever.
I figured I don't do the whole holiday thing particularly, so I just I figured I'd just make a little social hangout for the day for those of us who also maybe don't have stringent family coming over or feel the need to complicate our government mandated days off with the complications of family.
Yeah.
Also,
So
Twerp dropped a new album, and I'm listening to it on loop.
I see. What's this snake bot you're drawing here?
So I've wanted for a long time to have like a VR chat avatar, right? Because who doesn't want to hang out in that space? I sure do. But I have a very strict regimen that I do not want to anthropomorphize wobbles. I think it's way more fun if in every illustration I have to figure out how they interact with the world through just having one limb, basically.
Yep.
But most of the rigging software and most of the gestures that people understand right away are, bipedal hominids. So I'm trying to design using the gunpla on my desk like a a robot body stand-in for Wobbles.
That's neat.
And so far, I've got this idea for you would ride it, right? Like there would normally be like little handlebars or something, but it's just setting up some sort of little, maybe a minor neural link, kind of aesthetic going on.
Yeah, or maybe just really fast tail movement.
Yeah. And
have you ever seen on YouTube there was this guy from way back that did he was role playing as Marlin from Finding Nemo swimming around. Yeah, his avatar basically was invisible, but except for the clownfish, which he controlled with his hand. So he just kind of waved it in midair, and he'd swim up to people and say "Have you seen my son?"
I have seen that actually. Now that you've said it out loud. Oh, yeah, that kind of idea. Like, I'm no stranger to using things wrong in VTubing. Like my little tongue flick is it's actually the blink.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
Because like that, I can set that to like a little timer and just use it.
I mean, yeah, it's only as wrong as you think it's wrong. If it works, then
Yeah, like a lot of people are looking for like I'm looking for a simulacrum of myself to be dynamically No. I'm Jim Henson, you see, and this is my Kermit.
Yep.
Hello, it's Wobbles the Python here.
Wobbles the Python here, and I'm here to draw a sick Gundam body for myself.
You didn't do those for 6 hours in your video?
Wait, what?
Just do a 6-hour video of teaching Blender, but in the Kermit the Python voice.
Oh my god.
I used to play PlanetSide 2, and I would be Kermit the platoon leader here. We're going to crest the hill and take it to the enemy! Ah! Like, it's really fun.
Sorry, I'm kind of... It's in my head now, and now I'm just thinking about Wobble's Christmas Carol. I haven't seen Muppets Christmas Carol for like a million years.
I'd be down to do a Muppets movie night on the Discord sometime.
Oh, dude, like, especially that one. That is the only Christmas movie that I would ever make a tradition out of. It's so good. It's so good.
I could fuck up my sleep schedule to watch that.
I mean, we can also just maybe schedule it during a time where it doesn't fuck up your sleep schedule.
I know.
Sleep schedule.
I was doing I did actually I mentioned this because I did actually stay up to hang out with Wobbles and watch Arcade Pit, and then like the following morning I was like, oh, this was bad. I'm not 18 anymore. I can't do this.
Right. Your body does let you know in the worst way possible. Like, you're getting older, fucker. Oh, man.
Does this... Sorry, I'm marveling at my creation. Don't mind me.
You do what you do.
I just checked the chat. Wobbly Treasure Island featuring Tim Curry.
Dementium, welcome. We're having a very low effort kind of day. Here on, I guess, the YouTube. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to chronicle just being social, because I don't want to speak for everybody, right? So I will exclusively speak for myself on this. I am a weird, lonely internet weirdo who's never really gone to parties, and like when I do, I use my outside voice all the time. So like people don't appreciate having me at a table sometimes, and like this kind of holiday tradition is my kind of holiday tradition where we just kind of hang out on the internet where we're at our most powerful, typically.
I usually try to find the closest cat. So my cats are right here, so this is solving a lot of problems.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
absolutely things I can associate with.
It's just a little Thanksgiving getaway, and I've made it very easy for myself by being from Britain.
Oh yeah, the most away you could be to not have that holiday at all.
Oh, so jelly. Just maximal jelly.
I mean, I live in rainy fascist Ireland. Don't be too jelly.
Welcome to rainy fascist
Oh, that's
Ireland.
true. Do we need to think about how to extract you from the evils of Brexit? Although the only place I could get you is America, which is not better.
It's become a real lateral move in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, if I lived in America, I would be closer to like a significant percentage of the people I want to be with and like spend time with.
Mm-hmm.
So, it wouldn't be so bad.
If you ever need a visa excuse, I'm sure I can help you with that. Somehow.
Somehow.
Legs are so difficult to draw even when they're not roboticized. I would just like to
just make them little stickies. Or do the gecko legs, where it's just really weird and kind of fleshy anyway.
Well, I mean, VR doesn't really track legs yet, does it?
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh,
not my VR doesn't. Like the VR that I have access to.
Right. So maybe it could just be like a floating robot.
Just I'll just do one of these.
Oh.
Just make it a wily Eggman sort of thing.
Yeah, just give it cyber cakes, I suppose.
Oh, so that's the real reason, like, you're giving yourself a robot body. It's less hands and mostly the cyber cakes.
Just so much cakes.
By the way, just a quick netiquette check. I'm not having a lot of mic noise or background noise or anything like that. I don't got to worry about anything like that, right?
No, that's not that I've noticed.
Yeah, just making sure. Always like to be considerate of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I noticed my Discord icon flashing a bit from background noise, so...
If it matters, I have my door open right now, so my housemates can hear me hooting and hollering in here, and also, like, they are on this Discord, and they're more than welcome to show up and tell me that I'm being too loud or whatever.
Okay.
So, like that goes in all directions.
Yeah.
See, like, I've thought about doing the, like, chicken walker kind of legs before, and I don't feel like they're appropriate. I feel like the whole idea is that this should be sort of like a mechanical simulation of a leg, but I'm trying to keep it kind of boxy, I guess, is sort of my idea. But at the same time, like, all these motors and stuff should be round, for sure.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me pull up some more Gunpla. One moment. I just have a desk full of these things where they've already solved the hip. They're just spheres half the time.
Yeah.
Drenched in, like, armor, though.
Yeah, right. It's the underworkings of the robot, which are going to be at the hips. They would be ball joints, and then at the knees, they're hinges. And then you cover that with boxy chassis.
I guess you're right. The big form disruption that I've got going on here is that by coiling a little snake body spare tire around the midsection of the robot, we get this we don't get the, like, tiny little waist, which is where a lot of, like, gimbaling and bending goes on.
Yeah, I don't know.
That just means you can hide it.
That seems kind of dangerous to me.
Yeah, but it's super cute though. Like, come on, tell me that isn't a good stand-in for being a 30-year-old out of shape indie animator, right there. It's also amazing to me how small so many of these joints are intended to be.
Yeah.
Let me cake this robot up with some spherical hips.
See, that's what the cakes are actually doing. It's not necessarily butts. It's just the ball joints.
Mm-hmm. Some Revoltech going on here. I'm historically bad at Greeble too. I gloss over it a lot.
Well, that's a step ahead of me because I have no idea what Greeble is.
So you know in Star Wars, right? When you're looking at a spaceship or the Death Star, right? And there's shitloads of little pipes and details and squares and panels, and you're absolutely certain in your heart of heart that every single one of them is something. That's Greeble.
Yeah, I see.
Man.
I have absolutely run into that problem when trying to do things of such large scale myself, which is why I mostly only do pixel art. Otherwise, there's a bunch of empty space I am immediately intimidated by and say, what do I do?
Pixel art has such strong potential for Greeble, though, because it depends on the visual imagination of the viewer a lot of the time.
Precisely. And it requires a lot of understanding of shading and how all of, like, you put a light pixel next to a dark pixel, and that immediately is interpreted as a groove in something. And it's not something that is inherently just comes from, doing that. And the larger you get with pixel art, the more you kind of have to do it in a sense with like filling in areas, otherwise it just looks weird.
I just realized I like these handles as joint guards. Actually,
yeah, handles actually work well here because it would explain also like how you slither up into this position to pilot this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Also, unrelated, check out the picture of how good my turkey looks.
Ooh, where's
Y'all
that?
should be jealous.
Is that down in Good Pets?
No, I thought about putting it in Good Pets. That'd just be weird. It's in general
I'm
chat.
so proud of you. Oh, damn, that does look good.
That's a crispy bird.
Well, since it's been in the smoker, right, it gets darker on the skin than you would normally think.
That explains a lot. So yes, that is going to be
turkey.
a mega delicious turkey is what that's going to be.
Yeah, it is.
God, the new twerp album's so strong.
Been cooking since like 8 a.m. Right, 7 hours at like 2:40.
Oh shit!
Oh, I like this silhouette right here. So I'm looking at like that. I'm trying to interpret it over here. It's like it's like a Nintendo Wii circa 2007. But it's a leg.
Nintendo Weebly.
Nintendo Weebly Python.
We thought it sounded fun.
I do that right there. I'm trying to take inspirations from Gundam, but like scale it down to like a reasonable scale.
Mm-hmm.
Your own personal Gundam. I should stop it before the YouTube cops get me.
You need to finish that track. I'm sorry.
He's doing his own personal license performance. No, wait, I fucked up the sentence structure.
Reach out and shoot space.
Fuck.
I was trying to figure out, like, too bad, like, drop colony is just too many syllables in the wrong place.
I gotta listen to more Depeche Mode. They do good spooky music.
It's been a while since I listened to some Depeche.
Depeche Mode.
Depeche. They're still going, too.
Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode.
Yeah, that's what you say to, like, piss somebody off. Have you heard of this Depeche Mode? Man, it's so good.
Have you heard of this cool band called Depeche Mode?
Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode.
Now, if you had like an ice cream shop that was music themed,
Yeah,
you had Depeche
yeah.
Mode, that would be pretty good.
Oh, that'd be
even if you
up.
had to legally call it Depeche Mode to not get sued.
I'm gonna steal the foot of this particular. So I've got this 5-minute missions figure, which like there's no Gundam series associated with these. They're just cool robots.
I completely support this.
Me too. I think it's great, actually.
I'll look this up.
They're also pretty cheap, so you know, if anybody wanted to send Wobbles gifts, send money instead, or these, I guess.
You know, I was Googling this, and it Gundam 5-minute, and then it auto-completed crafts.
Oh no!
No.
Unfortunately, looking at kind of the previews, there are none of them that are Gundam related, which is a real shame and probably for the best.
Immerse your fucking Gunpla in liquid cement, you fool! Fuck you!
I would watch a Gundam 5-minute crafts video.
Just get like a bunch of those SD kits, just make horrible shit out of it. Glue Gunpla to your phone case.
Yeah. Gundam 5-minute crafts, but it's like welding.
I literally have a gunflute that's holding a cable in place for me on my desk.
Oh, they're 30-minute missions. Why did I think 5-minute?
Because I think that's what I said out loud with my mouth parts.
Because
I was wrong.
I just assume that I don't hear things.
Wrong on the internet.
Sorry, guy fell down onto my lap. I need to just glue this little part in because the fit that it has is not robust enough for what it is. It's the little piece of armor that goes in front of the ankle. Like it just pops out constantly in any adjustment to the figure. Like the one downside to it.
Also, for those in the Discord, I posted a little drum roll animation. Which,
oh, look at it go!
Yeah, really and truly, the stick should be moving a little faster, but like I don't know. Looks nice.
Huh?
No, you first.
I was gonna say, you just speed up the GIF.
Just give it like a Homestuck adjacent jitter to it or something.
Oh God! I told you, Doug. I warned you about the drums.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that's in Blender, right?
Yeah. I've been learning Blender since literally last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, the strength of Blender is that you could very easily kind of like just readjust the curves and keyframes that make that up, and then just put them closer together.
Fuck it, add a noise modifier, whatever.
Yeah. Could just like go into just start fucking around with F-curve modifiers and shit. Yeah.
Oh dear. Then you get weird drumsticks that turn into drumsticks mid swing or something like that.
Like Wobbly has been like a big inspiration for the kind of low poly work that I've been thinking about doing. And also like there's a guy called Ben Levin who does animations and like music videos for various musicians in his sort of network, I guess. And they, a lot of that is focused on very abstract kind of bizarre imagery. And I'm kind of thinking, oh shit, this like, that could be stuff that I could apply to my own work, that I could apply to my own music. So I'm kind of like, that's kind of the move I want to go in, is like less about creating realistic scenes and characters and more about like, can I make people sad by pulling cubes around?
There's too much of the Blender community that is obsessed with photorealism, right? Because I get it. When you're learning art and you want to do illustration, like you are abstracting from reality. So having a basis of strong observational skills and the ability to like interpret things through a stylistic lens, important.
Yeah.
That
And,
above creating the aesthetics that you actually want to make that make you happy, not more important. Abort!
Yeah, and on top of that, I think part of the reason that people like trend towards that when learning like Blender and stuff is that GPU power and rendering stuff has gotten much more powerful over the past 2 decades.
Yeah.
So they think to themselves, we now have these GTX 2080s or whatever. Why don't we just use them to make the most realistic bloom-filled thing that you can imagine instead of keep things simple.
And I'm a wackadoo that absolutely does, because like remember when you were doing the shield and my first thing that I did to it was just like, if I added a mission shader and turned bloom on, right? Absolutely, I hide like the weaknesses of my work behind bloom and shit, but like it looks good.
And that's more important to me.
Yeah, it's the same trap that people fell into with like the graphics thing in video games, where it's like, oh, the graphics are good. Yeah, but how's the art direction? What's an art direction? Oh, it's bad, actually. I see. Yeah. Your art direction is there isn't one.
Like, I don't want to knock the work of people who do make really beautiful environments, but like stuff like the Tomb Raider and Uncharted games, the recent Tomb Raider and Uncharted games, where a lot of the big, expensive looking graphics is, largely there to hide the fact that it's a linear path.
Oh, yeah.
Like your character is climbing up these really scary looking obstacles and you're just holding forward,
To Uncharted's benefit, though, like, there actually is art direction in the fact that it's not realism for realism's sake. I mean, especially number 2. I'm thinking, like, there's color, there's an environment, things change, like...
Meanwhile, Netflix Cowboy Bebop drops that promo shot of the fucking Bebop
the brownest
landing.
Brown.
And the sky is brown, the water is brown, the world is brown, real is brown. Like, fuck you.
I can't believe they put that in a promo tweet. What the fuck?
I can. We figured it out. So Kenny and I were talking, right? And what it is negativity is how you get people to talk about things, right? That's like people are much more likely to dunk on things than they are to just appreciate them. And so what they've been doing is they've been posting bait tweets and getting nerd balls to drive their engagement numbers, myself included, who didn't understand that this was a marketing thing. And that's how the tweets and everybody who is a normie knows about Cowboy Bebop now. Right? It's been brilliant on the front of their ad team, basically.
Well, it's because they've been handed a pile of shit, and they're like, do what you can with it. But also, it's only going to drive people to at least one episode, I guess? I don't know.
So my housemate Kennedy is predisposed towards just liking things in general, and they say it's pretty okay. Meanwhile, I was never going to watch it. It's a live-action show. I'm completely disinterested in those. Actors invariably fall into the uncanny valley for me and to make me a little uncomfortable. I'm sorry to those of you who are actors. It is a part of your medium that disturbs me.
Yeah, this discussion makes me now wonder if like that was the play when they were making the Sonic movie, and made the original version of that.
I mean,
no,
it's possible.
They really thought that was okay.
Yeah, but that ended up bad. Like the problem with Sonic. Hang on, buckle up, everybody.
Yeah,
Sonic
Sonic
the Hedgehog is Harley Davidson for video games.
I can see that.
So for anybody who isn't following that, Harley Davidson is the official motorcycle of the police. It is the official motorcycle of leather-clad 1%er rebels. It is the official motorcycle of a bygone era that never existed. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is the archetype of the video game that runs faster than it has any reasonable sense to do. Sonic the Hedgehog is the marketing vector for everybody who is super into games, who doesn't know anything about games but plays them anyway. Sonic the Hedgehog and Harley Davidson can both drop anything they want. And as long as it has the badge on it, some dopey fuck is gonna buy it. They don't have to try. It's the Garfield of video games. No effort need be applied at all to have it be successful. Die-hard fans are going to go, oh, it's the return of good Harley Davidson. Meanwhile, the rest of us are gonna go, it's a leaky piece of shit, but I sure know it by name. Fuck.
This feels
Sonic
really
the
personal.
Hedgehog. Oh, I hate it. It makes me so mad as a person who has tried their whole life to make things that people will like and put tons of effort into it, to have these properties that exist that can do anything they want, and they just have such a big market share that it's self-sustaining. It's infuriating as a creator to see Jim Davis's success everywhere. As a person who loves comics, motorcycles, and video games, I don't have a sphere where I can escape this influence. It sucks. Sorry. Okay, rant over. Rant done.
With all that in mind, I don't think that the original Sonic movie design, I don't think it was a deliberate plan to generate that much pushback, because that they were already making promo posters and promo merch for that stuff with that design that they had to then scrap.
Yeah, they absolutely thought this was the plan. This was, by committee. This is the design.
Yeah, we can make Sonic because he's never been seen before.
Yes, he never should have been seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that if it was a stunt, it would have to have been a very expensive one then. So
now I do think though that it was the progenitor of this idea. I think that after the Sonic the Hedgehog movie exploded and people went, "Oh, everybody hates it," right? They then came back around and were reviewing the data later in an analytical capacity, and we're like, "Hang on, we went so viral." Hey, Cowboy Bebop, you want to try something?
No, I think it has its origins more in a further back with woke marketing and being hey, we can generate outrage in a way that sure a couple of idiots will performatively destroy their shit, but more people will buy it performatively because suddenly we're the good guys. So I mean, I don't think it's a new concept.
I'm getting flashbacks to people making videos, destroying their Keurig machines, thinking that did anything or said anything.
Just generating a bunch of plastic trash, yeah.
Yes.
My favorite was the people who cut their
my name and Cowboy Bebop.
Well, that's what happens when you leave your door open, dude.
Is that a Kennedy I hear?
Yes.
Yo, welcome to the Thanksgiving hang. We're talking about outrage marketing.
Like you do.
So I'm here to defend the majesty of Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. Actually, it's just okay.
Yeah, it's fine. We talked about that. I'm still probably not gonna watch it because again, I'm not interested in actors at all. It makes me feel weird. Because
plus there's just go ahead.
I mean, it's the pro wrestling thing. It's fake. Everybody knows. Might as well just go animated with it. Screw it.
Also, there's just so much good shit out there, current and in the past. I either want to watch shit that is super bad and fun, or good. I don't want to waste my time with just meh.
I've been on the subject of kind of janky sci-fi. I've been rewatching Babylon 5.
Yeah, that fucking rules.
It makes me sad. It makes me so sad because I'm looking at all of the decisions that Earth government makes in that show, and I'm just oh no, this is Brexit in space.
Yeah, the first time I saw it was back in high school, so like fucking forever ago. Like that whole I won't spoil it, but the whole arc is like, this seems really heavy-handed. This would never happen. And then I'm like watching it again now. I'm like, no, that's exactly what's happening. Like you said with the Brexit, it's like no, people did that.
I'm like biting my thumb in just a stinking pit of anxiety. Like, oh my god, this is too real. I hate this.
Brexit in space.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, it's really melodramatic and hammy, but in the right way that like sits in my brain wrinkles really nicely. It's like it has a bit more human energy to it than Star Trek, which like even 90s Star Trek at its best still feels like a little bit stilted and a little bit like, oh, these people don't talk like real humans.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, go on.
And I think like its big strength too is that Star Trek sort of had an overarching plot, but it was more, episodic sort of thing. But
that's true.
Babylon 5's strength is that people could change. Like in an episodic series, you can grow a little bit, but you don't want people to radically change too much.
Yeah.
But the series was designed with a beginning and an end. So
yeah. Having said that, Deep Space Nine is like a serial, like start to finish, like story. And as a result, it is the best Star Trek. IMOTH.
For sure.
Although I do think it is very funny when like the central conflict that permeates the runtime of the show, when that is coming to a head in the last season, I do think it is very funny that everything stops for one episode so that the senior officers on Deep Space Nine
can
play a fucking baseball game to settle an adolescent rivalry.
I knew it.
just like Cisco has like this really weird grudge with a Vulcan who's just kind of an annoying piss baby, and just oh god, like all of these fucking aliens playing baseball, and they're all going hey bada bada, hey bada bada, and then it cuts to the Worf, the Klingon, and he just goes death to the enemy, which like mwah, 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 bonito, give it to me. Oh god. Sorry, that's my shit.
I enjoy the idea that Klingons are so big on war because they just literally never invented football.
Yeah, they just needed football.
Oh my god, you're fucking right. Like
Klingons football and how to do that, and they'll be like, ah shit.
They just they skipped football and went straight to blood sports. Man. But yeah, so that's my shit. It's just goofy 90s sci-fi.
Well, so that's the thing. As a fan of schlocky sci-fi, like I think the problem is everybody's comparing the Netflix Cowboy Bebop to original Cowboy Bebop, which is fair to some extent, but also like if you're just comparing it to shit like crummy sci-fi channel shows, it's better than a lot of those.
Yeah.
And potentially other Netflix shows, I guess.
Potentially other Netflix shows.
It's kind of the trap of, what is it? Intellectual property. Because on one hand, you have the opportunity to maybe, make an old new thing that can be its own ideas and explore new concepts and become big on its own merits. But on the other hand, that's not going to be generating any kind of attention prior to it, so you kind of fall into this hole between living up to the expectations of the past and then, having any kind of wiggle room to move into the future with anything fresh.
The past is the past. We are the future. I don't know. That's nothing. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I do want negative. There you go. Sorry.
No,
I loaded up Blender. I was having to think about numbers for a second.
I meant to say this like 5 million years ago, but I'm really loving the Pete's on your robot suit.
Yeah.
The good beats. They look like they could really like claw into the ground, like really dig in there.
Mm-hmm. They got little clippies on them.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the way that like Gundams, when they launch them from like the ship bay, they like throw them by those angle things. I was like, oh, but what if they had like little bars that just like were the hook receivers for that? You know, like a huge nerd would.
Remind me what other Gundam series is that are good? Because like I have G
Like-
Gundam on the pile, but I'm wondering like what
G
else I
Gundam
should
is
be
not
thinking
good.
about.
It is fun, but it is not good.
I mean, you just like Gundam for the same reasons that I like Gundam. I will freely say that G Gundam is hard G good. It's amazing. It's just not representative of the entire rest of the IP.
We got a turn A in the chat.
Turn A is incredible for a lot of the same reasons that G Gundam is incredible, honestly.
I might have to put turn A on the box.
No, what you gotta watch is Iron-Blooded Orphans, 8th MS Team, and probably Unicorn.
I would say I would say if you want like the OG Gundam experience, like Gundam Seed's not super bad about it. It's definitely like early 2000s and edgy.
Way better than it should be.
Honestly, yeah, I shouldn't respect it as much as I do anymore, but like
it's good though.
So when I was a kid and I was trying to watch Gundam Seed, nothing fucking happens in Gundam Seed, and it's really frustrating. But as an adult, politics happen in Gundam Seed, and it's fascinating.
Also, the characters are like intense with each other. Holy shit!
Yeah, like there is one point where like one dude is like trying to talk to this girl that he's pursuing in a way that honestly is uncomfortable for everybody involved, especially including girl in question. And there's like the protagonist, just like maximum Chad energy, is just like, yo, that's my girl, get the fuck out of here.
And the guy like kind of tries to fight him, and he's like, if we fought, you would die.
Yeah, it's incredible. Well, so part of it too is that like they're exploring the concept, which Gundam does a lot of the time, of new types, right? But in this particular case, like they're coordinators, and the idea is that they're genetically engineered children, basically, which is a real thing apparently, like to some much less fantastical degrees, right? And like they've just sort of led to just like being these superior. You know, they're faster, they pick stuff up quicker, they interface with machines more rapidly. They're new types, but with early 2000s edge. And, like, this dude is one, and the guy is, like, looking to pick a fight, and he just reminds him, like, bud, literally better than you, bye. It's so fucked up. Oh, yeah. Strong rec on that one, actually. I used to hate it, but, like, now I like it.
Which one's this, Gundam Seed?
Yeah, Gundam Seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch some full series a while, because like for me, like Gundam Thunderbolt is really big up there, and a lot of people haven't seen that one. It's got a free jazz soundtrack, which like I know, right? Like how do you set something to free jazz? The movements of the mobile suit being so it's on like the macro like military strategic level, it is a relationship between mobile suits and an elite sniper unit. So the erratic like mutations of the free jazz soundtrack underline the erratic mobility of the mobile suit created to counter this sniper's predictive movements in this scrap field so beautifully. It is one of those like blends of theme and art and movement and sound that it is like the Gundam universe just will not match for years. Maybe it never will.
Singularity of vision. I don't know.
Visuals. music, theming,
sound, and shape.
Synergy.
It's so good. like just watch that one. Just watch. This is pretty good. Just watch that one.
I'm gonna type it out in my Discord notepad that I have.
Oh, do you also do that?
Yeah, I made a little icon and clip for it. It's like just a little jotter, like a little like paper notepad that says "Big Pissin" on it.
Big piss. Someday someone's gonna hack me and they're gonna find my secret notes Discord.
Yeah, like someday I'm gonna get fucking hacked, you know, and I'll be a public figure, you know. I'll upset the wrong person, and then they'll leak my fucking anime watch log or something, and they'll like leak all my opinions, and it's gonna be horrible.
It's just all Hetalia. Why isn't all Hetalia?
No, I could never. They'll be like, you know, they'll like leak the time that I was like, I wish Azumanga Daioh was better.
This is of course going to be the most controversial statement just ever.
Not controversial though.
What's
Y'all
that?
definitely should wish you're over here because I just carved up the turkey and it is amazing.
You little rat, you little so and so.
You porcus piggins.
I'm trying to think of more inoffensive things I can call you. You little jammy rascal.
Oh hey, I've got a function that everybody should know about in Blender because it's amazing. For anybody interested right now. Let's see if I can do this. So I'm in edit mode right now, and I'm dealing with oops. That's not what I need to do.
Dealing with oops.
Yeah.
That's my life.
Oopsie doopsie. Actually, let me extrude this real quick. So I have a mirror modifier.
What I ever made of Wobbly's channel is just him going oops, 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 oops.
That's my most successful clip on Twitter. Actually, it's just me, a super compilation of me working on something, going oops, 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 nope, oops, oops, no. But anyway, so I've got this right here, and I need to delete this face. There it is. Okay, so we still have the vertices, right? I'm gonna do the same thing here. Delete the face. So we've got these two things, and these are called edge loops. You know, which anybody who's used Control-R understands sort of how those work.
Ah, you're gonna curve them together?
No, yeah. So edge, there is it at? Bridge edge loops. This function right here, you can also add the number of cuts.
Oh, yo.
Oh.
Oh, yo. Oh, yo, that's hot. That's good.
I thought
I
I
love that.
like that. It also means that you can make like a large tube out of just like one large face, and then create the bend by duplicating the face and moving it and like deleting the interior geometry, and then only having additional polygons in the corner where you need them, as opposed to just all over the place.
Yeah.
So, sorry. All right, please continue Thanksgiving party. I just wanted to share that with everybody.
I like to imagine, like in my head, I'm imagining that happening as like an IRL interaction. It's like, everybody gather round the computator. We're talking about Blender. Grandpa Wobbles has a story for you.
No, not another Blender story. These suck.
Kennedy can attest this does actually happen. Sometimes I just like burst into the room and I'm like, by Jove, Marty, I'm a genius!
Good news, everyone. I've learned how to make curves.
I've made I've made the camera follow a Bezier curve.
At least get dressed before I hear about Blender.
This has also happened. There you go.
I've made a camera follow a Bezier curve to focus on this giant butt I've carefully modeled.
Behold my sculptings!
Michaels.
The most confusing is sometimes Wobbly just thinks something is so funny that no one else can understand. So he'll be like, check this out! And it's like a spaghetti plate, and it's like rotating around like the sun, like orbiting it. I rendered this!
Check out my Space Getty!
That's so on brand, though.
What's the point of like being able to create something if you can't make something incredibly stupid and then show everyone what you've made? Look, I've been given the gift of creation. They don't play the spaghetti.
I mean, that was like the gay drums that I posted earlier today, right?
Yeah. Accurate.
Just like it's like I'm gonna repost that for posterity. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. I'm like unreasonably proud of this. I was like, how does Bill Wirtz like make things appear and disappear in rhythm? And like I answered my question.
That's flawless.
Very good.
That's how I want to do this now.
Like like that was like a revelatory moment. Because I was like, there's gotta be a better way, you know. And then like I looked it up and it's like, oh, you can just like keyframe the toggle render like visibility, and it's like, oh my god, like you can like keyframe anything in this program. What the fuck, you know?
I mean, one of the so I have animation nodes, which is just like yet another sub-window subsection, and one of the things that I will do when I'm doing like a series of like YouTube things to like bank out for later, right, is I will just key a text frame and I will coordinate it with the frame data information. So every time that the frame data increments, it will put that number into the resulting text object, and then I will just render 100 frames and I have now 100 thumbnails. Done. Instant done.
I did wonder how you did that.
So easy.
That's a pretty cool hack.
Free extension, just go get you one. Oh, I love Blender. This program's so good. Of all the things I'm thankful for this year, Blender. I don't know. This is curving.
I mean, same. Like it's helped reignite a creative spark that has been kind of dim for a while, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't give you an exact amount.
I'd buy that for $1.
And because Blender's free, I don't have to. It's nice.
Accurate.
I really should relearn how to use this thing.
Everybody should. It should just be a tool in your box.
It is certainly a more marketable talent than, using something that's not meant for 3D models anyways, just because it's easier to, just move objects around and put them together.
Yeah.
I don't have time to learn Blender. I have to fill my head with the weird pop culture trivia facts that my audience comes to me for.
Yeah. See, I can respect that, but at the same time, like, what if you presented them through Blender?
But what if Blender?
But what if I had you make my transitions wobbly?
Then I would be wealthy.
You did help me with one today.
I don't know. I'm kind of behind on a couple of other projects that I got to work on. I should be doing sprite manipulation right now, but instead I'm just kind of fucking around making robots.
Never a wrong time to make robots, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sort of.
Never a wrong time for robots!
I don't like the way this is working. Delete. I'm making it too fat.
I thought the moral of Gundam was that it's always the wrong time for robots.
Unless it's G Gundam, and then it's always the right time for robots.
Yeah.
Which is why it's the best series. So
This is pretty accurate, honestly.
I think you mean Gundam Build Divers.
Ooh. I feel like that series gets underappreciated a lot.
It's because Gundam Build Fighters sucks ass.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or I might be mixing the two, but it's one of them is horrible and one of them is actually pretty fun.
Like both of them are pretty fun. It's just like there's this vocal kind of Gundam nerd that I don't respect at all, so I'm completely going to slam them in the middle of open airways here.
you hear that, Gundam nerd?
You hear that, Gundam nerd?
Get into my DMs, you fuck! But like the ones that are just like, this Gundam's not about war, and it's just like, yo, sometimes the political lens can focus on things that aren't ultra violent.
Because if you don't like get off that and kind of do something a little different, you get Gundam Seed, and then Gundam Seed just feels kind of
a little gross sometimes, honestly. I like it now, but like, man, back in the day, I did not like it.
It's kind of a sad time.
Mm-hmm. Don't go into Gundam Seed thinking that you're going to have like a big robot party. You're not. You're gonna have a bad time, actually.
Like, what if Shinji really didn't want to get in the robot? That's Gundam Seed.
What if Shinji didn't want to get in the robot, but also didn't have any emotions at the same time?
Rough. The moodest of moods. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna come down there. I'm gonna just yeah, that button right there. I can inset it. I can extrude it. I can inset it again. Then I can extrude it again. Then I can inset it again. I can extrude it.
Oh, I love this song.
Extrude. Or it's like Daft Punk, extrude it. Render.
This is accurate to the experience.
See, I'm thinking of that one track from Tekken Tag Tournament. It's like from like Yoshimitsu's stage. It's like no mind, no shape, no nose, no mouth, but it's like it's inset, extrude, inset, extrude. That's what's going through my head right now.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, I hear somebody meowing.
Yes, that's my cat Spiral. She is.
Ah.
She's
Very good
concerned
name
as
for
to
a cat.
why I am talking to myself.
Can I help you? Hello?
I have headphones on. She can't hear you.
Aw.
Spiral is a really good name for a kibby.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Named for their pet.
Oh.
Oh, we lost Kennedy.
Okay.
I
Had very,
don't know where they
very
live.
insulted.
Hmm? I bought a chocolate orange on a whim yesterday, and it was a great decision.
Ooh.
Hot take, I have no idea why the palettes of citrus and chocolate go together.
I'm not usually a big fan, so.
I'm a fan. I'm specifically a fan of any chocolate that I have to brutalize before consuming.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's more fun to like smash it than it is to eat it, so.
Just big masculine energy when you're just like, worm, take that chocolate!
That was part of the marketing as well. Like, just what was it? I remember adverts for Terry's, with Dawn French over here. It's like Terry's chocolate orange, whack it! Like words to that effect.
Whack it?
Just whack it. Just this what is it? What was she in at the time? Was she still doing Vicar of Dibley? I don't know.
I could not tell you.
I realize I'm in a room full of not British people talking about like British sitcom actors from the 90s.
Yes, you are in fact in a room full of dopey Americans.
Some of them, but like I'm no help otherwise.
I mean, I'm in a country full of like dopey British people, so you know. Like, you know.
God, I'm so sorry for what you have to tolerate at the moment. Because I am sure that you have encountered people in your day-to-day life by now who are absolutely convinced that everything going on right now is a great idea. Just the best plan anyone could have come up with.
It just...
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's whatever. It's just... How do I phrase this? How do I articulate how I feel about it?
Heavy sighing usually is how I go about it.
Yeah. There's a mood there.
I find it baffling that no one seems all that bothered by the leadership. You know, they don't think that it is like, because we've had 10 years of it is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like 10 years of austerity, 10 years of attacks to public services, 10 years of slowly rolling back our human rights, you know, and Brexit only makes that even easier for them to do. So, you know, and like, there's some people that really ought to care about that, but don't because they're not affected by it, and it's I mean, it's the same old song and dance, but it's still like it's a, you know, the past like 5 or so years has been like, actually no, 10 years. It's been a real
Yeah, I can definitely empathize. Where you're just like, how does this not bother you?
Yeah, I mean, even the people who are negatively affected by it don't seem to realize who the bad guys are in the equation. You know?
It's very much the American model. Like it's
yeah.
Oh, what is
like literally?
Here?
I think that's what, you know, the people in power in our country are attempting to do. They're looking at how capitalism operates in the States, and they're like, oh, that looks great.
Oh, absolutely.
We can make so much money if we did it this way.
Can't wait to gut the NHS. It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're already in the process of doing that. There's a lot of like, quote unquote, non-essential services that have been taken out of NHS jurisdiction. Like I had to get my ears done. Like I had like a blockage that was really bad. Like, because it just did not clear up after like a month, and I had to like go get it done professionally and pay real money out of my account to get it done, because it's not a service that the NHS offers anymore.
Oof. That's terrible. That sucks. It's really bad.
It's like, I do find it really weird that like the really important sensory organs are like ones that are not covered by like state healthcare, like ears, eyes, teeth. It's like, geez.
The things you use to perceive the world with.
Right.
Yeah, like teeth being the fancy bones.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
We'll give you all the healthcare you need, except being able to fucking eat anything.
Like,
that's definite.
Your teeth don't do shit, so let's be honest.
Yeah, who needs those? Are you using your teeth right now? Be real.
Listen,
no, you're not.
Listen, if I don't have my teeth, I can't buy your Big Macs and other capitalistified foods that you've crafted for me. I can't eat your fried buckets.
You didn't even bring your teeth today.
Your bucket of fried.
Oh god. I laugh only because the alternative is crying.
Yep.
I just
Yep.
Yeah.
I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to like get weepy. It's just, ugh.
Yeah. Trust me. It's big mood right there.
Every day is another betrayal.
For sure. There we go.
What is this part you're making? It's a
seat.
Front. Oh, the seat. Okay. Yeah, I see now.
Got a little pad for that butt.
Yeah, I'm watching this through the YouTube stream, which is, I think, a little bit behind the Discord stream of Photoshop.
It's Clip Studio Paint, actually. I don't associate
Wowzers.
with Adobe garbage.
My mistake.
Wowzers.
And yeah, the YouTube will be a little behind.
More like a don't be.
God, you can really tell, by the way, that Adobe is struggling right now to remain relevant by how many advertisements for Adobe that I see every time I sign on to Twitch.
No, they're just like they're losing out because, again, kind of like Autodesk and stuff, you have the people who are in it just because inertia and just that's just what you have. But like younger people are like, no, I literally can't afford this. So
like I'm not going to spend enterprise money on enterprise software.
Yep.
Like if I'm not making enterprise money, like get out of here. That's not happening.
Yeah, let's see. How millennials are killing the Adobe business.
Oh god, I hope.
We can only. Anything?
I mean, not directly.
So
But,
yes, though.
You know,
It's
you gotta
true.
have like, you know, goals and stuff, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Even millennials have goals. It just is to destroy the Adobe industry.
You know, you gotta have something.
It is. Those headlines are always dumb, but frankly, in this case, it's for the best.
Yeah, honestly. Hey, there's like a giant monopoly that like owns all creative industry. Should we kill that? Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm here for that in this meeting. There we go. Okay, this is looking better than I anticipated it looking at this stage. I'm pretty pleased. Especially considering my last few attempts to make a motorcycle have been bad. Have not gone well.
Yeah, just slap some wheels on that thing and you got yourself a nice vehicle.
Yeah, but instead I'm an idiot and I'm going to attempt to strap legs onto it.
Nice.
Shift X.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pancakey orb.
Oh, look! It organically makes the little cutout that I want it to. Nice. Throw a mirror modifier on it.
Yeah, no, Trucy. Like Wobbly was drawing that little robot body in CSP for a reason.
Remember, I at one point would like to have a VR chat avatar. You know, that's
all
still
connected.
a project that I need to work on.
It's all connected. That's what the stream is about. You are correct, though. It would make a sick hover bike in isolation.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of does make sense that your mech looks somewhat bike-like, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was the thing.
That is in fact part of it.
All right.
That was like a design consideration.
Oops, I'm extruding the edges and not the faces.
The game was rigged from the start.
Oops, that's not what I need. Ah! There we go. Oh, clipping's not turned on, that's why. These problems.
Okay, Trucy. That's fine.
Hmm?
It's just you're responding to chat.
Okay. Oh, the image disappeared? Oh, yeah, that's right, because I'm only feeding y'all one at the moment. Second, let me pop over here. So I've been kind of looking at it for like a little bit here. And this is like the current one that I'm kind of building on. This is sort of the secondary idea. But it feels too much like an Eggman robot when I follow my Zaku 2 design love. Right? So instead we're going for more of a Aliens loader kind of design, I think. This is the vibe. I'm not entirely sure though. This could end up in a lot of places.
Now there's a movie I need to rewatch.
Oh, everybody should rewatch that. I have finally watched it, and I understand why people consider it a classic. I do. Throw a little bit of greeble on there with like these little edges. And then that never needs to move. Ever, for any reason. Fine. It's totally fine.
I think my favorite Stephanie Sterling bit is when whenever they bring up Charles Dance, without fail they always refer to him as Charles Dance from Game of Thrones and Alien 3. Which is just like a delightful juxtaposition.
If folks haven't seen Action Button, they should absolutely see Action Button. All of those videos, they're so good. They're incredible. What I need. I feel a little bit weird with how often I'm constantly telling everybody that they should watch different creators who aren't me or my channel. But like, this is where I get my culture from. I'm not relatable otherwise.
It's all interconnected, the pieces of media that we view or don't view, and that's why I'm lost in the dark. And also, that's how you get all the in-jokes that are made, so.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that you'd want to, like, you know... what's the phrase?
There it goes.
I mean, it's part of, like, cultivating a community is, like, the things that are shared, you know?
The common culture of our goofery.
Common goofery.
I'll just use a fire for. Oh, I'm in object mode. That's why that's not working. There we go.
Howdy, howdy.
Welcome, welcome.
Good day.
Welcome to the Thanksgiving. We have some spare time, so we're just filling up the YouTube. It's not so much a party as it is just, you know, what else are you gonna do today?
Chilling.
I
mean, I have no other plans.
It's like it's the Thanksgiving getaway island, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's sand, there's sun, it's cold, there are palm trees you can sit under.
No one is related to you here.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
mean-
best part right there.
I mean, what's a more compelling metaphor for this? Like, is this a getaway island, or is this like a magical forest with like giant toadstools that we can sit on? Like, what is it?
I feel like this is like the table away from everybody else. You know, like,
Yeah, this is
The ultimate kids table.
yeah,
Beyond kids
the
table.
Blender Kids table.
Listen,
Like, okay.
the kids' table was always the best table because we played board games and everyone else was just talking. So
Exactly. Here, the only weirdly racist politics we're getting into is about new types and how they're ruining Gundams.
Space politics.
How do you feel about colonies before you sit here at this table?
Oh, you're siding with the space noids, are ya?
Well,
it'd
then.
be a shame if one of those colonies happened to drop, wouldn't it?
Have y'all ever considered how up those are instead of down?
What if they? What if we killed off 60-70% of human life? What was it again?
Oh god, it's some amazing number. Like, God,
something like 75%
the
of human life.
The fact that Gundam starts out like literally just cold starts along with them throwing an entire colony at the planet, and it's just expecting you, the viewer, to just be like, oh yeah, makes sense. That's a war atrocity. Huh, damn.
Yeah. By the way, he was 70% of the population dead.
Hey kids, what do you know about space atrocities?
Yeah, if you chuck a big thing at big thing, yeah, you could probably do some damage with that. What does a colony weigh? Like 6-7 tons? You know, it's got to do like some damage there.
Ever
yeah.
since they made that one bomb back then, they've been trying to one-up themselves.
You know, we could have built a bomb, but instead we just found a house and we threw it in the ground from very high up. Oh God, Gundam, why are you so good? I mean, I know exactly why, because I've watched so much Gundam, but like, you know. More please. Oh, did y'all see the Twitter post where it was, so there's like a news article, and the news article was like, the creator of Gundam has misgivings about space colonization, right?
You think? You think?
Oh, really? Really?
That was like the top response. It was like, yeah, you can read more about it in their serialized production of Mobile Suit Gundam.
That's some nerd shit, though. I don't know if I want to read that.
Creator of Gundam thinks wool might be bad? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
This is the message. To all those people who are like, wow, cool robot.
Yeah. Surprise! Gundam not actually about cool robot.
Unbelievable. Not about
For
cool
some
robot.
reason, creator of Gundam cares about environment.
Yeah. Oh, god damn. I love you, Gundam. Never change. Unless it's for cool reasons, I guess.
Change to be cool, otherwise, just don't.
Yeah. Doop 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 doop. At this point, I'm kind of making this out of like a lot of individual meshes, and there's like a lot of faces that don't need to exist. So I'm sure cleanup on this is going to be a nightmare. But I'm kind of just considering this sort of like an experimental prototype model at this point, because I'm making a lot of weird decisions, to be sure.
Given that my background, if you could call it that, in 3D modeling started from doing stuff in Spore, that old Maxis game.
Oh man.
Yes, that's essentially the only way you could make stuff. Slapping all the polygons together at once, and then having no regards for actual, like, you know, rigging or movement or performance efficiency, so...
Oops. Oh wait, no, I do want proportional editing on, actually. I just need to set it to connected only. There we go. And a little bit of ooh. What? Yeah. Yeah, okay. That time you worked. Very weird. But oh, that's wrong. Is it sphere? What? Sphere is what I want. Just adding a little bit of roundiness to it. Oh man, the old computer would have been just chugging so hard by this juncture. It would have just been having absolute problems. Oh.
Reminded of a few years ago when
Sorry.
I finally did upgrade my PC, and the palpable relief when I found I could play not even like modern games, but like 2016 games at like 60 FPS. Joyous relief.
Oh, I'm feeling that very much. Hmm. I don't like this whole model. Suddenly, like something about it just is displeasing to me. But I think what it might be is that I'm running out of calories and I need to go get food. Do y'all want to play like a Jackbox game or something?
Oh hell yeah! Fuck yeah!
That'd be fun.
Okay. All right, I need to take mini breaks. Save as I guess I'm just gonna name this Wobble Rider. .blend for now. I'll come back to this some other time. Let's take a break, grab some individual food, because I want to throw some slices of ham into some ramen and make that. So like, let's break for like 20-30 minutes. Come back, play some party games.
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Thank you guys for joining me, by the way.
Yeah, it's been a nice way to spend the day.
Yeah.
Very happy to. Very happy to.
Yeah.
In the meantime, who wants to listen to the menu music for Champed Up?
Forever champed up.
I am definitely 1000% not making a Transformer. I don't think I ever will be. I'm a Gundam fan. I should make coffee.
Oh shit! Actually, that sounds good. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip out and grab snacks.
Snacks, 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 snacks.
Everybody.
Everybody snack!
I'm taking this break time to get beaten to death by Leo Whitefang. Hopefully this will be over before game starts.
Good luck.
Godspeed, dude.
So scary. I don't like him.
someday I will be done with this large can of coffee that I can move on to different ground coffee and see how that is. Someday. Today, though, not that day.
I know the feeling of just, oh yes, let's try a thing, and well, the best price is this one, so I'm gonna get that. Of course. Then just being stuck with flow, I guess I'm drinking an entire box of diet cola. It was like extra diet cola or something. I forget what it was. It didn't have caffeine in it. That's what I cared about.
Ultra diet.
I'm trying to be a good girl and drink more water, so I've got myself a nice tall glass of water.
I'm gonna have to run back downstairs and fetch my ramen off, or get my boiling ramen off the pot.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I have a ham sandwich made out of a bagel and some hickory ham.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got coffee on. And also I have sweet creamer today, which I have not had in weeks. Involuntary black coffee is rough.
I'm one of those strange people who does voluntarily.
Ooh. You are harder than I am.
Yep.
Did we decide on a game ahead of time? I can't remember.
My gut reflex is always champed up.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I don't think I played that one properly.
Ooh.
Although if we...
It's one of those drawing games.
I mean,
I don't think I've really.
That's where we are.
Yep.
I don't think I've really played a Jackbox, like, not as just a viewer in a chat room.
Well, welcome to it.
Yo, I've returned with coffee, and I'm ready for whatever the hell we're playing.
My coffee is on, and I'm just checking in for a minute while I let a pot come to a boil downstairs.
Yeah. If we're doing drawing, I'm gonna plug in my tablets. I gotta fuck around with my audio settings so that all my devices fit.
Oh no, I always go with phone. Fuck it. Gonna draw it live.
I'm just gonna use my mouse.
Me too. I don't know if we're gonna be able to summon them, but Beauty Joe has all of the Jackbox. So if we see them,
If not, I have all of them except for 8. So
the new one's got a really weird option. It lets you turn on hate speech. Like, it's off by default, which I recommend them for, but why would you let people turn that on?
I think it's just like if you are black, you are more likely to be saying like the N-word or something like that. That's the only edge case I can think of.
Yeah, I just ain't here for it. I think that's a shit move. As such, I will not be buying 8. Damn. I've got a question out to him on Twitter about it, though. We'll see what their response is, maybe. Because it's definitely a question worth asking. Alright, I assume everybody wants extended timers.
Yes, I would appreciate them. Because at least 10, 20 seconds of that is me freaking out, so.
I'm not too fussed about extended timers because I feel like the delay is manageable, but, I'm not going to protest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Latency differs. And I'm going to be using the only way that I know how to draw, and that's by mouse, like some kind of psychopath.
I mean, I could potentially just say fuck it and draw with mouse, but I feel more confident in my ability to create shapes if I have a pen in my hand, you know?
Just do it.
Frankly, I am the same, except in the opposite direction.
Naruhodo.
I respect that, but I'm a lunatic who, when faced with the prospect of drawing quickly in MS Paint, just decided to train in it like some sort of insane person.
Yes.
God, you even have like the macros down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the secret MS Paint wizardry shit.
Mm-hmm. The dark secrets of MS Paint masking. Did you know that you can do that? Because you can.
I've like vague memories. I remember one time on Arcade Pit, Doc was like, "You're cheating. You're using a program with layers," and you were like, "No, nah, bitch."
It's like you set the background color to the thing you want to draw beneath, and then hold down something.
So it's okay. I've cleared the ham sandwich. We're over the ham hurdle. So it's color selection 1, right? Is what you want to draw over, and color selection 2 is what you will replace it with. And as long as you use the hard-edged pencil brush and the eraser respectively, you can always just draw a shape and then build the form into it with like shading through that way. Like, oh, it's so good. There's no blending, but if you're okay with a cel-shaded aesthetic, which you're an MS Paint, stop being so fucking picky. It'll do fine. All right, I'm gonna go get my ramen going. BRB.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Coffee is so ready.
I don't think I've ever used Paint 3D despite being on Windows 10. Like, I just use regular Paint because I still have it. So
Wait, on Windows 10 they made Paint 3D?
Yeah.
yeah, there is a program called Paint 3D, and they do try to make you use it if you're like opening programs. Oh no, not opening programs, opening images.
Wowzers.
I have used it once, and it's very cursed. It's like you can draw on a 2D surface in 3D space, turn it into 3D model, or make models somehow? I don't get it.
It just stop trying to. Why? So bad at this, Microsoft.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they keep trying to get me to use the what is it, Groove, and it's like I don't want to use it. Stop trying to make me.
It is legitimately worse at some things than just good old Windows Media Player, which I'm thankful still exists on operating systems, I think.
Yeah, it's like buried under a bunch of stuff. I bet you it's because like if they deleted it, it was like a linchpin for something and everything else would break.
Too bad, it was the sound driver this whole time.
So it looks like a Windows 30 or Windows Media Player has a bit of kernel 32 in it or something, and you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you scroll down Twitter and you find something that just makes you nod sagely. There's a Twitter account that Neil Ciceriga runs called SlideShed Gems @GoodSlides, and it's just picking random presentation slides from presentations on SlideShare, and there's one that's got, like, black text on a blue background. Large buildings are not all simple rectangles, and "not" is in all caps. That's very important detail. And like
my first architecture PowerPoint.
Yeah, it's like, shit, bitch, maybe you're right. Jesus. Large buildings are not all simple rectangles. Like, I like, just stripped of its context, you start to create the narrative of in your mind of like, why does this exist? Who needs to hear this?
Especially like it's a PowerPoint, so it's done by anyone and everyone, whether or not they understand like presentation design or not. So it's just a wonderful cornucopia.
Yeah, like, having said that, this is one of the better ones, because it is just text on the background. It's very hard to fuck that up,
Yeah, you mentioned the color of the background and the text itself. What was that again?
Blue background, black text.
How dark of a blue, does they say?
It's no, I've put the link in the YouTube chat.
Oh. I
just for the benefit of anyone who may be still peeking at the YouTube stream.
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's weird.
It might be like a link sort of thing. Because you're not a mod. If you send it to me, I can post it.
I don't know why YouTube streaming always puts you in like top chat by default.
That is really weird.
Because
it's not like you can engage with individual chat messages in a way that would necessitate a most popular messages view. Like, I don't even know what metric they're using for that.
No,
maybe like depending on like how much view time you have, or if somebody's if you're subscribed to that channel, they might filter you out. They're planning for an eventuality where there are so many people shit posting emoticons that I mean, I can work on it.
There's some, VTubers. Some of them are in fact use YouTube as their main platform, and usually their chats are just a deluge of emoticons. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having watched like live streams with a lot of viewers, I don't think the top chat does much to filter.
Yeah, no.
Dross out of the equation. Like, so, I don't know. Like, I wonder if there's a streamer of any size where that option, like, is valuable. I don't know.
Probably not on this platform, necessarily.
No.
Alright. The ramen is done.
Hurrah!
Yes. For anybody who's interested in my approach to ramen at all, because I know that I talk about eating it a lot, and a lot of people say, "Oh, that makes you sound sad." It's a soup base. You put other stuff in it. Like, this has got broccoli.
Yeah.
Broccoli
That's
and
how you
ham
usually do it.
and eggs, which have been cooked so that the whites are good. And the exterior, the yolk is still smooth, and it's creaming up the broth right now. Oh, it's so good. What's up?
Green florets of broccoli.
Of broccoli.
Only way you can make it better is if you grate the broccoli up into pesto.
No,
no, absolutely not.
You 5-minute craft soul.
You know what? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get at it, gamers. Oops.
Oh no. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm definitely not food crimes. It's always food crimes. It's never not food crimes.
Food crimes o'clock.
Okay. All right. So, does everybody have Champed Up the side stream open here on Discord?
Yes.
I do now.
Okay. All right. So let me do the move.
Yeah. Let Wobbly go in first.
Good. Oh, well then. Hang on. I have to get rid of it so that I can see the game code. Also, because I have a controller plugged in, it will only show me the controller inputs.
Oh, that's rude.
Yes.
Thanks, Champed Up.
For that sweet gaming with a controller, I guess.
Alright, code is now available. I'm not going to DM it. Y'all can see the screen.
Yes, I can.
And I know that we've got a couple of people out there, so if y'all are interested. Yeah, if you don't want the noodles, you can just buy bouillon. Although, honestly, I would suggest that bouillon is maybe more expensive. Alright, I'm missing a lot of people in here. 2, 3,
if you
4.
want like solid, decent bouillon, yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Alright, game capture is up. So, Honora, anybody else, Dementium, if y'all want to get in here, you can, absolutely.
Gonna get champed up and cheeked up. Let's roll.
gonna give you all a couple. Really, the trick with like making ramen efficiently is just timing of when you add stuff. Because I use like a lot of frozen ingredients and things, including my broccoli is very frozen, and I always just like throw it on the top and then slap a lid on it so that it just steams it perfectly.
That is the efficiency of making ramen.
Such a good food.
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
God, I love the like stadium atmosphere of the chanting and the music. It's good. Getting flashbacks to playing Pokemon Shield.
Welcome to the Scrolliseum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will be prompted to
Has anyone not played this before?
A particular type of champion character. They'll be equipped with 2 tools, a pen for drawing and a thick marker for coloring in. Once a character is drawn and named, it can be submitted. The timer's been set. Off we go.
Oh no. What to do with this? Good idea.
Don't forget you got your colors that you can work with too.
You got it, buddy.
I will absolutely not remember this. How dare you?
Still got like a minute 40. There's so much time with extended timers.
That was quite convenient. How it works. Why is it not letting me draw over this? Jackbox, make your tools better.
Jackbox will never make the tools better.
No.
Yeah, I guess.
And every time you ask, they only make it worse.
Yeah.
20 seconds remain. Players need to name their character.
Oh shit!
Don't forget to hit submit.
Yeah. Oh well.
Made something.
Well, the trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger. These characters will be the underdogs because their creators will see who they're competing against, but not what the contest will be. So they must analyze their opponent's unique skill set to create what they hope is a worthy challenger. Let's see the drama unfold.
The dog wear pants like this?
Fascinating.
Okay.
Oh, I think I might have missed. Okay. the last thing had a suggestion on what they are the champion of, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's gonna be one thing just unrelated to anything, probably, I have a feeling of.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Your challenger now has no context of what we're even fighting over.
Yeah, there's still a chance.
And also, it's extremely funny that way anyway, so
Yes.
don't worry.
There is no up dog. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's one of those games where all answers are potentially good answers.
Oops.
For reasons that nobody understands, the highlighter goes underneath the pen, no matter what.
Because it's highlighter.
No, and that's also by a feature, so it's for people who draw outlines.
It's for people who are good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No! Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that was maybe ruder than it should have been.
You're such a rascal, Wobbly.
I am an absolute scamp. Yeah, it's like having two layers, though, ultimately. You got a layer on top and a layer on bottom. With the layer on top, you can only draw with that shitty thin pen instead of the beautiful, thick, voluminous painting strokes that I crave!
Indeed, the fat, lower effort strokes that you can use to, make your image faster.
That I would prefer to use to make the image faster.
It's time to name those characters.
Okay.
It's always simultaneously too much time and too little time.
I know, right? Every second up to the last one is just wasted.
That's efficiency.
It's time for the main event. Our first opponent enters the ring. And in this corner we've got... These two will see who is the champion of intimidation.
Oh no!
I don't believe what I'm seeing. Oh, the humanity!
Oh jeez.
You got baited, son!
Mr. Jake did not do well.
I got caught off guard by the fart noise.
Yeah, it was a little.
In this corner, we've got.
It was a little the best.
Off against.
So I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out why I couldn't draw over the eyes and small, the highlighter. And so I didn't have time to draw a second here.
No, it's great.
Damn.
Wow, bow.
Oh, I'm so torn.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
We're watching a scribble quibble.
I mean, it is a cat, so,
It's on brand for you.
The crowd is simply going crazy for this trainer.
The smallest beans.
Now entering the ring.
Close.
And opposing them will be... the champion of...
Why is it
Yes, good.
I mean, Vegeta's just off-brand Goku anyway.
Just stinky, sulking Vegeta.
Holy smokes!
Let's see.
I feel like Goku doing a little wave, though.
Yeah.
Finally, I am the champion of something. I have defeated Goku.
Next up, it'll be...
Damn it, Kakarot!
versus...
Yo, it's fucked up. He keeps using his dead name.
These two are facing off to see who is the champion of the midlife crisis.
Ooh,
Back and forth they go. Oh dear, look away! Look away!
Destroyed.
Oh no.
Okay, the fact that this Garf hybrid has no opacity adds to the effect.
Moving on, we've got
It really drives home how hollow they are.
one of them will walk out as the champion of beast mode. Whoa, Nelly! Get the ice pack ready.
Oh no.
The beefy
Just
arm.
such a
though.
beefy old.
I mean, you're gonna have a very hard time.
Not even any consummate V's.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can feel the
Maybe
love
this
for
was the
this
champion.
trainer.
Copyrighted.
Nice work, Anora.
Oh, Anora, the color button is in the top right. By default, it's black. It's like a black tab next to the pen buttons.
Yeah,
Only
the
one of them
highlighter
can
is the
be
chunkier pen and it draws
the
underneath
champion
the
of
lines,
being
but they use the same
salty.
palette.
Wow, that's gotta hurt.
I've never got a McDonald's fries that wasn't just covered in salt down at the bottom.
Yeah.
God, I know people
I feel
that
like my
ask-
hamburger's
Nail
face
in the
though.
coffin.
It's very powerful. I love my McDonald's fries.
Yeah. I've been Satsune no Hatsu by this.
No question, this trainer is a fan favorite.
Hatsune Miku.
I don't remember the
And
name
that
of the
takes
move.
us to halftime. Here are the scores.
As usual, I love Champed Up, but I'm bad at it.
Yeah, you have to get the right balance of.
Okay, I see.
And
Alright.
I see what I'm creating the champion of this time. Okay.
Yeah.
You have learned.
do about this.
I apparently did my civic duty.
Are you voting?
Or something. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done the audience stuff.
I had to vote on what signs needed to be.
Hell yeah.
So I'm pretty sure one of them I voted. This is a sign. Also, why are my coworkers sending emails on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Are people working on Thanksgiving? Gross.
Apparently, did I respond? Oh God, hell no. But I picked up my work phone because it needs to be charged.
Yeah, responding is forbidden. I would not let you do that.
So, one of the guys I work with, he's just like, turn off your phone for the weekend.
Yeah, because some idiot is going to be trying to get work done, while the rest of America attempts to not do that.
So, in my defense, one of the emails I got, because I checked, because I was like, wait, I know
Don't talk. No, I will not let you talk about work right now.
They're in Turkey, right? So I will give them a little bit of. I'll give them a little bit of a pass. Did I respond? Hell no.
Don't do it.
20-second
Nope.
warning. Name those characters.
Don't forget to name your guys. Okay, and submitted. Got it. Oh, it's so close. It's down to the wire.
Also, if you guys want, I have Jackbox 8. If you don't, Waddles. If you'd rather do that.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
We did like a super late night round of.
Who's this guy?
of Wheel of Enormous Proportions, and I hated it. But I'm willing to try it again now that I'm awake and sober and stuff.
Let's see here. Hopefully, this is too much of a deep cut, considering what this might be the champion of. But I'll take that risk.
God, I love that the color palette they give you is not quite primary colors.
Yeah, and also doesn't include, like, flesh colors or anything.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Apparently, Drawful and Party Pack 8 does animations now.
Yeah, it's like you make 2-frame animations.
As an
it does
animator,
make the game quite slow.
That sounds
is the only thing.
terrible. Yeah.
It's like 2 frames, I think.
As someone who can't draw, like that also sounds awful.
Like the drawing games is like I like the idea in concept, but thinking about it, the drawing games already take a decent amount of time to do one drawing at a time. Like one drawing per prompt.
And most of the drawing games I'm about, but was it Patently Stupid or Patently Awful or whatever that is? That
Patently Stupid's the best game.
I fucking love that one, so...
The last time I played it, right, Red and I kept having the same freaking drawing, and so she had kept beating me, right, because we had the same idea and her art was better.
Also, like, there's the whole, like, presentation aspect. Because, like, you cannot just let the machine do it for you. Like, that's forbidden.
There are certain times when it's actually funnier to let the machine do it, but you gotta know those times. Like when Red and I both basically proposed Pornhub.
Oh, I should send a DM to Red, see what they're doing today.
Yeah, we need bug facts.
Their dot says green, but I'm sure that this is one of those ones where like you can't count on anybody to show up. It's a holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost didn't hit submit. Oh, jeez. Oh, barely.
I think it does take what you make, even if you didn't submit it, so...
It totally does.
Oh, okay. I know some of the earlier games, it does
surprise
not.
Contest
Like the t-shirt.
Players can tag out their characters. The bonus points are doubled,
Well,
and
we'll
votes
find
for
out.
both contests will be cumulative. Let's start things off
rock and
with
roll,
our
baby.
first 2 fighters.
Let's go. Let's fight.
Cheated therapy!
Them will be
It's a little life again!
child stars.
Goku had a show.
Yeah.
He had a show he was in.
Vegeta was also a prince, so,
Goku was a child star, but now just still is a star, so I feel like Goku's winning.
and still a child, too.
Yeah, that's why he's the champion of it.
Infomercial for reverse mortgages.
That's very specific.
Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out?
Kakarot!
They're trading punches.
I can see that being a thing. Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
This dog is definitely being shown on the TV and they're putting wolves over him.
The dog was losing, and then they swapped out to Garf and Bubsy can never win. I'm sorry. You fucked up.
The power of
You should have just let Vegeta take care of it.
2 new fighters enter the ring.
Let's roll.
Who is?
Oh my.
What a battle!
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
This is
I'm an adult,
Noodle would have been
baby.
better if it was Pingu.
after this next
Dude,
match.
Nudum, no!
The champion of adopting an accent after 1 week abroad. The trainers have a decision to make. Now this is a big deal.
This game rules, actually. Man.
It's such a hard one. If your accent is murder, Doom Guy's got you covered. Damn it!
Voulez-vous parler en français?
Oh, victory! What a feat!
2
What a feat! 2 new fighters enter the ring. Who is?
Oh my.
Who is? What a battle! This is
I'm an adult, baby.
Who is? What a feat! 2 new fighters enter the ring.
Incroyable.
Here's our next matchup. You decide
Oh fuck no.
the champion of extrovert.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, normal snake that might do a draw though.
Might.
This next contest could swing things. The champion of embarrassing.
Okay.
Oh no.
Will the players tag out? Let's find out.
Well,
Sweet.
Oh no.
I like the knife. The
Yeah, the
knife
little
is a good
floating knife.
touch.
It's the ultimate extrovert's tool.
It's the angriest I've ever seen any of your avatars. The chicken of deception.
I'm sad.
Oh
Well,
my god!
The clash of the titans.
I can't decide.
Get in the car. It's about.
I want to support the chicken of deception, but
I love that mustache. It's so good.
but is the chicken of deception the champion of rumors?
He is the, I would say, causing humanity's extinction, though, so.
Right.
The chicken of deception is too convincing.
It's anyone's fight.
he's going to get in and launch the nukes! Oh no!
How did the chicken get the launch codes?
The
real
stands alone.
That's an amazing chicken. I love
The
it.
next two
Thank you.
fighters.
It was just a real life chicken
Who
until it
is
was.
The champion of underappreciated lovers.
Why did someone draw hot dogs going into that blender?
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know, if that were Blender 3D, I'd have to vote differently.
Now, see, it's probably some kind of
Battling for
5-minute
this
thing you
title.
do.
A champion of law and order characters who witnessed a crime. It's decision time.
Yup.
What a nasty uppercut.
Although I feel like the Frylock has more likely witnessed a crime.
Or been a crime. Either one.
Wait. Frylock witnessed the crime because he did it.
I dare you to name a more iconic duo.
Amazing work, Sanguinary.
Moving on.
Thank you.
Oh
Who
no.
will decide
Oh, no.
who is
One.
the champion of not?
Oh no, that's so mean.
I do like the cube, though. The cube is an excellent fucking.
It's a good cube.
I
If it
appreciate
was
y'all.
just the cube,
I appreciate y'all respecting my feelings, but I voted for me. Oh man.
No.
Will they be able to maintain this lead?
And movie review guy on YouTube is too powerful.
Yeah, it's so strong.
I love
Like,
I love the
review guy could win anything.
I love the progress bar on the bottom. That's a cute touch. Nice.
that's good, yeah.
Clearly, I didn't have context into what the championship was, so.
Oh, it's so strong though.
Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and
Oh, my jaw hurts.
we have a winner.
Oh no!
Oh hell yeah!
Why does it look like you have negative $34,000?
Okay. Will there be any player changes? Because the best part of this game is as we play subsequent rounds, you get to keep your old drawings.
I do have to back out for this one. I have to do a family call. I'm really sorry.
Oh, having a family who does that. No, I get it.
I'm not a fan, I promise you. But I will be back in a bit.
It's alright.
Alright. Did we want... Does Corndam want to tag in?
I will tag in.
Cool.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so we're gonna have some changes. All right, for anybody who's not in the Discord call, please hold on to your underpants as I hide the game from you. Now, everybody else, get those underpants ready.
Whoa!
Pile in, pile in, pile in, pile in.
I should have been holding on.
What am I thinking of? There's a Star Wars game, like, based in the prequels, where that was like a call out from one of the clone troopers. Get aboard, pile in, and you could like trigger it to just repeat just by mashing. So, get aboard, pile in, get aboard.
Oh, this was definitely one of the Battlefront games. Star Wars.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like Star Wars Galactic Battlefront or whatever it was. Because that absolutely the like, get in my tank, get on my tank, get in my tank. Like that's 100% the call out. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Man, that game was so fun.
Like you just triggered, like laser focus triggered a memory, like from years gone by.
Honora, you getting back? Oh yeah, you were already in. Okay, we've done it.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, that's everybody is coming. Alright, I have to hit this button. Oh, there's so many windows for Jackbox. It's so hard to host.
Yeah. It's like the first time I did it, I was like mentally exhausted, I guess. That sounds really dramatic, but yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of sensory information to deal with.
Unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down
I threw a splash of soy sauce into this ramen because that's what it needed, more salt, but it's really good, actually.
What was the base flavor?
Beef.
Okay.
In this first
but it's got some ham in it, it's got some eggs in it, it's got some garlic in it.
A particular type
but does it have turkey
character.
in it?
They'll be equipped
Not
with
a fan,
two
honestly.
tools: a pen for drawing and
the normal,
a thick marker for coloring in.
Flavor
Once a character is drawn and
is in fact
named,
shoyu,
it
which
can
is,
be submitted.
soy
Timer's
sauce.
been set.
Yep.
Off we go.
Known to a lot of people in the US as Oriental flavor.
Oh, jeez. I got the best one. Okay. That is unironically my favorite flavor, though.
I'm so stumped with my prompt.
Mine's perfect.
Yeah, I'm also stumped.
Just draw what you would draw if you weren't stumped.
That's what I'm doing, which is, let's see how it goes.
I do wish there was a brush size button.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. I would fuss far too much.
It's time to name those characters.
Yes! I got it in the last 5.
Anora. Anora.
The
Oh, no,
trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger.
Oh, no.
These characters will be the underdogs because their creators will see who they're competing against, but not what the contest will be. So they must analyze their opponent's unique skill set to create what they hope is a worthy challenger. Let's see the drama unfold.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
I put this anywhere. Color for skin. What the heck?
Oh god, I really wish they'd kind of gone a little bit harder with the transparency indication. So hard to tell sometimes.
White on almost white is a strain.
Like, it's authentic to image editors, but I also will just keep a layer of a contrasting color on hand.
Whoa. Looks terrible. As dumpy as this character is looking.
20-second warning.
Oh, damn it.
Name those characters.
Been like half outlined at this point. Shit.
Oh no! Oh, I fucked up the name. Oh no. I'm gonna pee. But not really.
Whatever. It's fine.
I am
Fine.
pretty proud.
Submitted. Ugh. That's so hard.
It's time for the main event. Here comes our first opponent.
Oh no!
Versus
I'm sensing a theme tonight.
two are competing to be champion of the
Yes! Yes!
What?
This is what happens when an immovable object meets an
The
unstoppable
rock you
force.
keep around to yell at.
I want to go for the rock, but I don't.
It's a Dramageddon.
I thought it was gonna be like the champion of wasted time or whatever. Oh.
I love the animations that they've done for this game. It's so good.
The
Here's
slam
our
dunks.
next competitor. Versus one of them.
The outlining situation.
Oh god!
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Bubsy will never win. The management.
But, like, who's the most underwhelming?
I don't know. I had expectations.
Gex is so underwhelming.
Yeah, both of these are not good.
These games are
Goes to the
like
underdog.
noticeably bad, but Gex is like you can make an argument it's like
I
mediocre.
expected more.
Can you? Can you though?
Up next.
You hear just someone making jokes and you go, okay, what are the jokes? And then you hear like, this isn't a joke. There's no joke here.
Spread McRips.
The
That-
champion of
Is that a
Oh no!
I gotta give it
Why
to
not?
Shred.
It was a banjo.
It can't be
but-
some. It can't be something else.
Look, Shred.
Right? He wouldn't have to overcompensate.
Shred's better at music. You're welcome.
Oh, of course. Billy Bob Country sings about his truck that he loves, even though he flies on an airplane, as you will.
I drive my Chevy to the airport, where I also take off in my Chevy. Saitama. That's a really good
Oh wow! Oh wow!
I don't know what Joxley was. I thought it was like a.
Joxy. Yeah, that's basically it. Original character, do not steal.
Buff swole guy.
Got him on the ropes.
I like Joxley.
He's charming.
He's like, what did nerds wear? Glasses, I guess.
Joxley is Griffin McElroy on a sports team.
Oh, apt. Oh my god.
Margaritaville.
Oh my god.
Oh, he has such a big head, though.
I don't have it.
That's how you know.
How many margaritas could you fit in that thing?
Amazing.
Oh, I will eternally be looking for my lost shaker of salt here.
You might actually be able to fit 10 gallons in that.
Versus.
Ooh.
These two are facing off to see who is the champion. Oh, they're pulling away.
Oh, I feel like this says something about us.
Oh, jeez.
I had no ideas, but honestly, this is probably the best play I could come up with.
Speaking to the,
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
You are my everything.
Here are the scores as we head into halftime.
Oh, as usual.
You'll bring it back. It's okay. Just need to learn to draw a perfect circle in 2 minutes, and then my plan will be complete.
First
Well, you just draw an
trained
owl,
for several
and then
years.
you erase the circle. I mean the owl, except for one circle. And then that looks right. Okay.
Cool. Piss.
Oh no. 54 seconds, y'all.
Dang.
God, it always starts out feeling so long, and then it's not. It's just not at all.
Well, I tried.
Unfucked it. Unfucked it. Aw, yeah. Hold it
Name
out.
those characters.
Home stretch.
Only a little bit left.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, my hand.
Wow.
Oh no.
I'm stumped by this, but okay. Yes. Can I name this chip?
"20 seconds remain. Players need
Oh, I'm
to
ahead of
name
the
a
game for
character."
once.
Come on, Trucy. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's the second half, which means it's time for the tag team.
We're skipping it. We've already seen it.
Oh
One
no.
of them will be
Oh no. Oh no.
champion of
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, babe.
Neither of these
I
are
can't tell
good.
if that's touching file and saying it's cold or touching hot dogs and saying it's
Now
cold.
it's time to determine
I'm guessing hot
the end
dogs.
of getting their arms stuck in a vending machine.
Oh.
Will the trainers do?
we have to consider
We're witnessing greatness.
A gamer would get their arm stuck in a vending machine and somehow would find a way to blame a woman for it.
I mean, that's my assumption.
Oh no, gamers wanted something. They're good at games.
Moving on.
Women.
Women.
You will
Moogus.
decide who is
That guy.
the champion of cosplay.
Oh, I. Oh,
Character assassination.
fucking
Huge blow. Can they counter? Here's
the box that
next
says
title.
Gundam on it.
The
Just. mwah.
champion of desperately trying to save their marriage. It's decision time.
So,
We stood away again in Margaritaville.
Oh dear, look away. Look away.
I hope no one's marriage is in trouble in this call.
Yeah,
That would be
maybe
sad.
maybe Jackbox on Thanksgiving is not the right play for saving your marriage.
Joke's on me. I'm not married.
Up next,
Here we go.
Narc Yoshi.
So many cigarettes.
We all know Yoshi's real bad habit is tax evasion.
Yeah, exactly.
God, someone in this call.
it's not over yet.
Someone in this call taking some real liberties with brackets here.
What?
Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out?
Oh. Which one of these is more likely to ride a bus?
100% Gex. Yoshi has a Hummer.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't even be able to get onto a bus. I don't think.
I wouldn't let Yoshi onto a bus.
The me versus the world mentality certainly paid off.
I'm loving Gex like gentleman.
Things off with our first
Gentlemen. Oh no.
Oh no.
one of them.
Oh no!
The
Oh.
champion of gluttony.
Oh shit. Oh, I've been watching too much Action Button. I don't know if a thing that eats the thing that eats is more gluttonous than a thing that eats twice. Oh jeez.
I don't like Pac-Man with teeth.
The champion of having it all.
Oh.
The trainers have a decision to make. It's a whole new fight. They're evenly matched.
Video games have come a long way since Pac-Man.
They're trading punches.
Oh, it's so tight.
I can't believe how tight that was.
It's down to
Holy
the
crap.
wire.
This, folks, is what a hero
Amazing.
The bottom line is that Pac-Man has come a long way since
Two new
himself.
fighters enter the ring.
Uh-oh.
What's my coffee?
You will decide who is the champion of dance like nobody's watching.
Oh, that's easy.
What a battle!
Upsy can
This is
never
gonna be the
win.
first one.
My goodness! This next contest could swing things. The champion of everyone judging you.
That's how's that
Will
different
the
though?
players tag out? Let's find out. It's a scroll brawl. It's anyone's fight. This is pure pandemonium. The tides are turning. The pen is fightier.
Oh.
Their chemistry is off the charts.
Man.
My row hates me.
I've been pandered to.
Here's our next matchup.
Oh.
One of them will be the champion of good cheer. This is what happens when
I feel like that regular turkey is gonna be in a way better mood than the one that is food.
Dang.
It all comes down to this next match. The champion of secretly a murderer. What will the trainers do? Let's see. Here come the reinforcements.
Secretly.
Is that all she wrote?
I feel like Saitama's pretty publicly a murderer.
This might be over.
I would have also voted for the normal Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, I probably would have gone with that. You feel bad for the turkey now, but really, it's killed like 40 people.
So I almost misread
That's what
that as
hand turkeys do to
secretly
people.
murdered, which that would have fit, but no.
Hand
There's
turkeys
no
naturally
eye in
gravitate
teen
to
kids,
the throat.
Only in kids.
Audience says boo.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores and...
Whoa! Amazing.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I can't believe Gex was the hot play.
I think it just proves how the more cold brackets you have, the funnier you are. Really, I should put more in.
Alright.
God, Pac-Man with 2 mouths was the idea I put the least effort into it. I'm never putting effort into anything again.
I'm frankly shocked that me won the first match that I did.
Amazing.
Sorry, like, I do love that, like, knowing what the other player has done, it creates some amazing juxtapositions.
Especially when you're trying to pick up on the thing that they were drawing.
Yeah. Just like, it's me, Toby Keith. It's me, Billy Wright.
Alright, any player changes?
No. I need to quickly BRB for, like, a minute, but yeah, I'm still up for more. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna open
I might be dropping off because I hear the kiddo coming down after his bath.
You have a family that you love?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright. Oh. You know, I feel like this might just be a good time for everybody to take a break, get up, stretch, be different. I'm gonna take the stream down for the time being, but I'm still down to play games on the Discord. So thank you, folks, for tuning in. Also, I just kind of wanted to see what would happen if I quietly turned on the stream. See where people would end up. Seems like it works about as well as it ever did on Twitch, so that's pretty cool. I'll catch y'all later.